description here already to copy and paste. Here we are. It's another Friday night, 3, 2, 1, here at WBIG TV. Buffalo's Choice of 25. How are you, Ryan Lysars, president of WBIG TV?
Great. How are you tonight, Howard?
I'm doing good. I'm happy to report that my household is COVID-free. It has been right along. Knock on wood.
Well, that you know of.
Yeah. Well, it's even better news if you had it and did not know it.
Exactly.
Really, any way you look at it, that would be good news, because if you have it and don't know, and you're taking all the same precautions anyway, then at least you wouldn't be like upset and worried. And and then of course, if you had it a month or two ago, then it's probably good news, because you're probably less likely to get it.
Yeah, I'm curious to find out. And now they're telling everyone,
Excuse me, Mike.
go out, get tested.
Yeah, I don't know why I got confused a couple months ago by this whole thing, so I'm basically minding my own business, you know. Let somebody else figure it out, right?
Right, you have more important
No one-
things to worry about.
Well, no one's really asked me, like, to cure the pandemic. You know, no one really put that on my desk, fortunately.
Not yet.
Not yet. If they do, then I'll drop everything and focus on that and do the best I can, I guess, you know. But they have not, so I'm just working on the stuff on my desk. What you know, that's doing my little piece of the world to keep that turning. I'm going to do a couple forwards of or shares, as they call it in the industry. I'm going to share the stream to my page and a couple things like that. So my mic will be a little lower while I'm over here doing that for a second. This is what we call the beginning of the show, right?
Yes. Everybody likes that. Well,
Oh, I
we think they do.
I
They
didn't-
probably hate it.
I didn't turn on my chat window. Let's see who's with us. I bet you that, yeah, whole bunch of people. Barbara Fisher. Hi, Barbara Fisher. Hi, David Corbett. Ryan's up there too. Happening
Yeah, we
now.
like to pretend that people like this part of the show.
Okay, I don't want to forward one time I forwarded like a rerun. I shared a rerun instead of the live.
Well, you wouldn't want that.
Unless it's a better show.
Right. Could be that last week's show will be a lot better than this week's show.
It could be. That's the thing about live show business and live television, is it's that unpredictable nature.
I mean, already we were kind of ahead last week because we had Mary at the beginning of the show.
We did. And hopefully we'll have her towards the beginning of this show too.
Yes, don't worry everyone, Mary will be there. Dave is excited to show off his grandfather's silk scarf on Zoom.
Well, I hope he stays excited about that.
Yeah, I hope he stays very excited.
Yeah. I'm just taking care of a little sharing here, everybody, and then we'll...
Well, Steve Earnhardt is going to check back when Mary appears.
I don't blame him.
And we have Mary Kate O'Connell joining us.
You know, they keep making improvements to this technology, and it's like every week it's like you're looking at it for the first time.
I know.
It changes a little bit.
Know how to do this.
Improvements. Oops, there I am. At least we know it's working.
Oh, Dave says his excitement knows no bounds. Well, we'll find out.
Yeah,
about
we're
that
gonna
later.
test. We're gonna test those bounds. Okay, great. Now I'll just get my little copy and paste thing here. Here we go. Here, Ryan, this thing you can copy and paste that too, unless you want to improve upon it. Except, you know what? It's not working.
It's not working.
Well, it didn't expand. The ZoomPianoBar. I thought it would maybe expand. Let's see what happens if I do.
Oh, well, Dave is asking about the tip jar. We have something even better than that for him.
We have something where you get something in return. It's the first lounge paywall in history of man. So great. Well, it's great to be here on a Friday. You know, boy, I thought this week would never end. You know, and now, thank God it's Friday. Right, Bill Zimmerman? Happy Friday. We've got a new feature here, ladies and gentlemen. If you feel like dressing up, and I know some of you do, because our Zoom feature has been a big hit since we started it like 3 weeks ago. So we've gone pro with it, and we paid. It's literally the pro upgrade that we spent tens of dollars for. And so now they will not interrupt every 40 minutes, so we won't have to start the meeting over. And we've instituted an admission ticket system for people that want to enter the VIP lounge. You know, for those people for the classy upper crust people that like to put on a tuxedo or even casual like me with a white shirt, tie, and coat, which is certainly acceptable until I upgrade myself, and then I'll get snooty and make people dress better than that. But since I'm doing it, you know. And so if you're into really partying, you know, like the elite, you know, like the billionaires, we've got a link for your convenience. It's ZoomPianoBar.com, which is a pretty cool domain name, you know, and that takes you right to the ticket booth. And it's not a lot of money. You can actually pay anything you want. It has to be at least $1.40, I think, right, Ryan? Because
yes, $1.40.
I couldn't get it to accept anything lower than that because there's fees involved. We don't even get the whole thing because we pay the ticket service, but it's kind of a proof of concept. You know, we take little steps every week to try to get us to the big time here. And Dan was watching last week's feed. Yeah, I was afraid that would happen when I shared last week's a couple hours ago up to the top of my page, and I've done that, Dan. It's nice to see you, Dan H.
Yes, welcome, Dan.
So
Good to see you again.
So anyway, if anybody's interested in being a Zoomer, you can. You got to be dressed. You know, same rules that we've had, except there's no audio joins. Nobody was doing that anyway. It was actually a way to be polite as people were getting used to the system, right, Ryan? They'd come in and they'd look like slobs, so we'd cut off their picture to explain. Now it's all explained. Right when you buy the ticket, it explains the dress code. And so you just come in and you're on video, and if not, then the bouncers will throw you out. But that
we'll
won't.
see if we have anyone who pays to come in and then gets bounced out.
Yeah, it is going to cost you. You pay. It's called pay what you wish. You pay anything you want, and we don't expect. We know our cadets. We don't expect. You know, I don't expect the $1.40 actually, to tell you the truth, but we're going to find that out, and we don't even get the whole $1.40. It costs 30 cents per transaction, plus 5%, plus 9% for New York State sales tax. So it's like buying gas, you know, where you pay a couple bucks and you're getting like 12 cents worth of gas, you know. So that's how it filters down to us. But anyway, it's on there, and if you're you know, if you're rich, like you just got, you know, if you just stole somebody's government check or something, and you're feeling really, and you're drunk, and you're just feeling really generous, you can pay as much as you want for an admission ticket to get to the VIP thing, and you can be a real big shot.
We'll take $1,200.
Yeah, no questions asked. So, but, oh, here, Mary's here. This is great. Speaking of big shots.
Oh, how exciting. Howard will have to learn the Billy Joel song, Big Shot, for this occasion next time.
Here she is, ladies and
Glamorous
gentlemen.
jacket.
She's got to go into wardrobe now.
I'm
She's
just
on the
going to
way.
take my coat off.
She could hear Ryan outside.
Ryan, it sounded like you're right here.
Louder.
It sounded as if you were
You're
here.
so impressed with your Halston dress, Mary.
With my Halston dress.
That's part of the Billy Joel song, Big Shot.
Halston.
Let's support New York State.
Can't wait to see
I'm in a New York sales tax state of mind. Wow, talk about
7-5.
talk about big rollers. Now, at the casinos, I saw a big gambler once told me at the casinos they call the big spenders the whales. Ryan, have you ever heard that term?
I've heard it at LoungeACADEmy.
We use that term here because we're like the casinos. We think big. And so I'd like to welcome whale Bill Jenkins to the show for tipping $6.90. We're ahead of the game already, and we're just starting the night. This is great.
Yes.
Great. Who says there's a big recession? Not at Lounge Academy. Here we keep raising our prices. It's Betty, ladies and gentlemen. Betty's in the lounge. And it's Friday night to you and all the lounge cadets. No wonder there's whales around here. Betty attracts them, you know, the big spenders. They like those blondes.
We love the big spenders.
They do. Hey, big spender, spend $1.40 on me. Oh, you should guys get a glimpse of Mary. She's right with the program as far as the dress
shopping
goes.
in my
I'll
closet.
take I always forget to take this gear down, our rehearsal gear. Excuse me while I walk across the set.
Well, we always like to say that your tips go to support our toilet paper, even though we're not using any at the moment.
Well, I might be.
The price may have gone up.
It's a good thing we buy that bulk toilet paper when we did. We buy the big, for those of you that, I think everybody who's tuned in right now that I'm aware of has been to Lounge Academy in the flesh. And their flesh has experienced our men's and ladies' rooms. And we've got the big, like the rich stadium size rolls. And they're double rolls that go in these big institutional contraptions on the wall. And when one finally empties, which takes about 2 years, the user can intuitively slide the little, it's like a giant mousetrap. It goes, and it's got teeth on it. So the teeth cut the toilet paper. It's quite a thing. it's really, they've refined those, and thanks to Ryan, those big machines, toilet paper dispensers, these institutional jobs that we've got here at Lounge Academy, they came with the building, because I wouldn't have even known they existed to go out and like buy them. I would have been like everybody else running up and down the Jubilee aisles, you know, getting the toilet paper rolls. And so Ryan, because he's a professional buyer for a very large state institution, he figured out where to get the key so we could open the thing to refill it, and where to buy the right size rolls. And he bought
Yeah,
big
the waffle key, they call it.
the waffle key. It is shaped like a waffle. It's kind of like a one of those jagged potato chips. You could probably use a really thick potato chip to open that thing if in a pinch. I'd like to thank Patty Wolfson. Nice to have Patty with us tonight. Oh, that was a day ago. She liked the page. Well, if she's still here, where's she gonna go, right? Everybody's kind of. Look at Mary.
Wow.
Special from my closet.
Look at
I
that.
miss being able to shop, but luckily
Got
I have
the
a
Mary
overstuffed closet.
cam on right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Ryan, you look very dapper.
Oh yeah, baby. She's got a Lounge Academy New Year's Eve gown on. She's gonna party all night and zoom along. Yeah, I feel like Jerry Lee Lewis when something like that walks in the room, right?
Oh, you're
We have a lot of camera
You're
angles.
gonna have to sing the Out by the Castle.
We've got a lot of angles.
Ryan, what are you drinking?
That one
tonight?
is a problem, but
I
we'll
like how the closed captioning said puppet Steve Earnhardt, which is not what I said.
Puppet.
Who's going to be the first to try out the new admission ticket system for ZoomPianoBar.com? I want to see if it works. Everyone's ready to be complaining all night. I can't get this thing to work. It took all week to do that.
It's a Manhattan, a classic.
What key is I'll take Manhattan?
Oh, 5 minutes.
I think it's an F.
Yeah, it is. I
Not that it would matter.
think so.
I'll take Manhattan. You know, usually around this time of the show, Mary, Mike Jones usually likes the stream from Las Vegas.
That's such an honor.
Yeah,
He's
it
been
is.
performing
He's
on
big
Facebook.
time. He's big time. That's
Yeah,
he's
he's
in
a
Vegas
wonderful
where
player.
they invented the word whale. Well, Dave Corbett, there's when you buy the ticket, there's a receipt, and the receipt has a link that you could click, and it should take you right into the meeting.
Can you renew it when it runs out?
If it doesn't, then report it to right here to technical service.
Yeah, what happens when the stream runs
No,
out?
we're running the pro version now. It's not going to
Oh,
run out.
good. Okay, I was wondering
Yeah.
about
Oh yeah. We're big time. Do you see the link, Dave? If not, email a copy of it to your email too, just in case people lose it, because it's good all night. You could come in and out all night long on the entire 3.5-hour show. You could use the same link. No need to buy another ticket. Once you're stamped, you're in and out all night.
Let's hope that Dave finds the link.
I hope so, because this is kind of like a trial run, and I'm kind of hoping, not just for Dave's sake, for his, to save his sanity, but to save my own. I worked on the system all week. You know, it's the type of thing where it literally takes like a week. When you're on your own, working on inventing. I'm an inventor by profession. That's what paid for this place, right? So that's what I am, because And you got to just like go down all these blind alleys, and you just keep starting again every day until you find the thing. You got to exhaust the things that don't work. So by the time you figure out the solution, it's like the solution could have just as easily taken like 3 minutes, right, Mary?
Yeah.
But you had to go the long way to
That's right, you gotta find it.
because there isn't somebody there to just say, "Hey, dummy, do this." You know, here's how you make a mousetrap. You know, so. But I was happy that we came up with this system. I hope I stay happy with it. If Dave pops up here, we'll know. Now, Dave Corbett is a great test for this because he's not a technocrat. You know, he's the first to tell you that. We know Dave that he's not a geek that wastes his life playing with ones and zeros unless they're on money. You know, it's a good way to be. That's how you get to be a whale in the first place. Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Go to ZoomPianoBar.com. Get your admission ticket. You too you could be on the show. You could be dressed to kill. That you're going to have to provide yourself. But we know that you're within 20 feet of your closet. So just go over to your closet. You
20 feet up your
You don't need pants unless you stand up when we beg you not to. And so you really only have to put on, a coat. If you're a man, women could wear men's things too.
You could have jeans on and a very fancy New Year's Eve top. And no one would ever
Yeah,
see.
jeans and a very fancy New Year's top.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing that.
Yeah,
Of
except
course,
she's
I
here.
have to be seen.
We have to see her whole
Yeah,
thing.
that's I can't get away with anything. Ryan, what is that? What are you drinking? Oh, nice.
Dave says he clicked the link and nothing happened.
It should. It should be just like the other weeks you've been using it. What do you mean nothing happened? Try. I could. I could send them the link in Facebook Messenger. Ryan, send them the thing,
Yeah,
please.
I'll do that.
Yeah. Maybe there's. We'll try it that way. It's the same link Ryan is using, and his worked. He got in.
Oh, good. Oh, it worked.
And
I
Ryan is
played a little-
co-hosting the meeting. So look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is a first for humankind. This is the first paying ticket buyer to ever enter a virtual piano bar in the history of mankind,
That's right.
using a little bit of Mossbox technology,
See, I was
which
just
we'll
about to
explain
say
later.
That is great. It
But I
looks,
This is an exciting moment.
some of the boxes look nicer
Does it
too.
work?
Hi, Dave.
Hi.
Dave
How,
enjoys them.
now, how was your customer experience?
Fringe.
How was your-
Look at that.
Carry with the fringe on top. That's nice. We're on the fringe.
Beautiful. He looks
Well, you
great.
look
Dave
you
Corbett
look
always
just
looks wonderful.
polished and buffed,
Say 1930s, 1940s.
just like your Rolls Royce. Yeah.
I know. Beautiful.
Can you
Depression era scarf.
now you're the
Well,
first.
We're not in depression yet. Just a little slump.
So tell us about your customer experience as the first customer of
Yeah.
Lounge Piano
Of ZoomPianoBar.com.
or Zoom Piano.
Well, you have to go to your email to get the ticket. That's the ticket.
Well,
That's how you do
well,
That's the ticket.
all right. It could be maybe people aren't used to knowing what to look for yet, but when that thing pops up and you pay, there's a little message there, and the link is right there. But it also emails it in case people. I was worried because I didn't see it at first when I was figuring out how this thing works. I was afraid people would close the window, you know, and then so it was in the backup email worked. Fantastic.
Hello, Dave.
This is great.
I never get hurt.
We're on a new era now. Speaking of new era, they're closed right now. Across the street.
Yeah, when's everything gonna open up?
Something about guinea pigs there on the.
Yes, Dave is a guinea pig today.
Oh yeah, that does make sense.
Or maybe a
We're all guinea pigs. I'm a self-imposed guinea pig. I'm an auto guinea pig.
wear that scarf
No, I save it for special occasions.
like tonight.
This
And
is.
tonight is very special.
This night does feel very special.
I want to wear it for the initial VIP LoungeACADemy experience.
Why?
Aren't you?
I'd like to thank Barbara Fisher for sharing our stream. It's quite a compliment when somebody shares your work. I'd like to thank Bill Jenkins for that generosity and the support of the show to keep helps pay for that pro Zoom subscription. He has his own island. It's getting very summery out the way it stays light out, you know.
I know, it doesn't feel summery.
As the sun,
Freezing.
as we watch the sun slowly set, you can see the sun out
Yeah,
the
with
window.
the sunset.
Slowly setting over the Department of Homeland Security and the U.S. Attorney's Office as the
I was in such a rush.
sky is glancing off their windows of the U.S. Attorney's Office
I couldn't remember
and
what.
casting a glow upon
Well, you don't need to get bitter about it.
I had this nagging feeling in the back of my head that I was forgetting something.
I have a feeling I've been here before.
Let it go. Don't be bitter.
Why shouldn't I take a chance when Mary Quinn stops by? Why shouldn't I know of love? Why wait around when each age has a sage who has found that upon this earth love is all that is really worth thinking of? It must be fun, lots of fun, to be sure when day is done. You'll be kissed and then rich sellers will be kissed again. All debutantes say it's good. That every star out in far Hollywood seemed to give it a try. So why shouldn't I? Oh, why shouldn't I? Oh yeah, know of love. And Kathy Moses is marvelous too. Mary looks marvelous, Kathy Moses says.
Thank you.
Kathy always looks marvelous too, doesn't she? And Janice Schlau loves the show. Loves this town, yeah. We feel the same way, Janice. You know why that is, Janice? Because we all learn how to thrive in chaos. That's what Buffalo's about, right? Look at Dave Corbett. He's thriving in chaos. He's never looked more, more sure of himself. I think he shorted this market. I sold my shorts. Ooh, yeah. We're in Buffalo, New York, with a worldwide audience. We really don't have an audience, we have a cast. We have a worldwide group of lounge cadets. Because like Facebook says, you are the product. So it's nice the way this really works, this virtual piano bar, because you've got people sitting at another table, the VIPers that bought a ticket for the VIP section, which isn't really that private because their conversation's being broadcast along with closed captioning all around the world. But we've got they get to have, just like here in the room. That's what we're trying to design, is when people sit over at the VIP table behind you, that can be seen from this. Well, it's blocked by the current Zoom thing that I got set up, but typically typically you'll get two different conversations going on at the long VIP table.
Yes.
One at each end. Sometimes it becomes one big conversation.
I know. Those are loud.
Right, and then you've got another several conversations, even around the bar,
Yes, definitely.
especially when I'm playing, because then the din of the piano noise brings it up, which provides like a cloak, a kind of a security cloak, kind of like Maxwell's Smart had, where everybody can have little conversations going, or you can, like now everybody's listening to me.
Yeah, we're all listening.
And that's the job of a pianist, a cocktail pianist, is to provide the conversational currency, the underpinning of society, to help establish comfortable conversation. And when they're not, they don't have to feel like they got to keep talking, because there's entertainment. Sit back.
We're not going to talk in...
No, the whole idea is, now, I was celebrating that it was working. The whole idea is, when you're doing your job, this job, people are having a ball. They're talking, they're, kibitzing. Oh, look at this, Denmark's checking in. It's Vicky from Denmark. Nice to see him. Wow, look how great she looks. Fancy. She looks like a big millionaire. Look at her dining room. It's got statuary.
Good to see you.
And Mary Ryan. Hi, Mary Ryan.
How do you like our
I got a feeling Barry might be showing up.
entry rate?
What's that?
What is the Zoom bomber?
Will the phone guy be joining us tonight?
Well, there's a waiting room.
Oh, so you can...
Yeah.
No. The big man, right?
Mary wanted to know what happens if the Zoom bomber buys a ticket. We keep his money, that's what happens. Of course, if he tips enough, if a Zoom bomber comes in and pays enough for a ticket, he can post Obama or whatever he, Reagan, whoever he wants. That's how it works in the big town.
From Virginia.
Here's what they're singing. They emptied the prisons, which I guess there's no choice.
Charlottesville, Virginia, I think.
I just realized I was working without my tablet. Maybe I don't even need this thing.
I like your Statler background.
Thinking
Dave Corbett disappeared.
Very crucial.
We could fix the background here so it looks as if we're at the Algonquin room or something.
Who needs the Algonquin room when we got the Lounge
That's
Academy,
true.
Mary? What
We
the
do
heck?
not need the Lounge
She's
Academy.
turning on me.
I just want to
This is the
confuse
place.
people.
This is the place. Yeah, the Algonquin room, it would be a great tribute
No, we just
to a great room. Yes.
We could make Algonquin cocktails. I tried to order one of those at the Statler once. Didn't go over too well.
What is an Algonquin cocktail?
Well, I remember it has some pineapple juice in it.
Oh, the best cocktails with pineapple.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what else is in there.
I have to venture
Jane
back to
Farkas
Tops to
is
get more
with us,
grapefruit
ladies and
juice. I'm
gentlemen.
out of grapefruit
How are you,
juice.
sir?
That's another cocktail.
The great Lounge Cadet Jake Farquharson.
Oh, hi, Jay.
He's also a cat
Hi,
collector.
Jay.
Is this going to fall over? No. Nice to see you, Jay.
We were wondering if anyone was going to show up today. We had two of our previous stars.
Ryan, why don't you post, maybe, Ryan, put the link in the thing, you know.
Working at.
Keep throwing it in there like we usually do, because otherwise they'll see that link, they won't know what it's for on the screen, because they're not familiar with it. It's quite all right, Rich. We're happy to have you here, of course. That's the main thing. Right here where we can chat and are you cooking up something over there, Rich? I like that that fancy baked goods you made. That looked like very professional. You made this really fancy.
Oh, I saw that just on my phone when I was trying to turn something off on it. I wanted to get on his page and get a better look.
Yeah.
That looked beautiful.
Yeah, it did. It looked like Janice Schlau made it.
You're in Denmark?
So Rich is baking bread. That's great.
210. 210. Just getting started.
Try, let's see how it looks if you just put ZoomPianoBar.com up there. See if it shows up as a link.
Yeah. Well, if you can't gather content, and then May 18th, lunch will go back to school. They're about 15, 14 and 17 online. They'll go back to school May 8th. And then in June, they'll have the people in groups of 30 or more be able to join. So we're actually reopening. They really want to reopen the event. In Sweden, it's just open online.
Let's see what this looks
Following
like.
that situation, it's very interesting.
Yeah, I'm in a group, Americans in Sweden. This is a Facebook group, and I have a lot of input because I'm in Denmark and we're very close.
She's talking about what's going on in Sweden.
Each other, and it's just across the bridge, really. And they can't believe that they don't even wear masks or anything over in Sweden. I mean, it's like business as
They're too
usual.
pretty to wear
They
masks.
got well, Denmark, we don't wear masks either. But I was thinking about actually starting to wear a mask. But I don't want to feel like alienated from like when I go to the market, you know, like fair market, everything to my wife, but wearing a mask. No one's wearing a mask. It's not a whole cultural thing here.
It's not cool.
It's not going to be.
But now, all of a sudden,
And you have to, right? I mean, if you're gonna meet people, you need
Oh,
to
with
wear a mask.
all the beards over there, it's probably hard to wear.
I don't know if Mary lives in Mary. We're talking about the mask.
Yeah, I'm interested in that situation. Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, we have to wear them here when you go into stores, I guess. But now, in an interesting
There's
development,
social shaming if you
the
don't wear
mayor
one
of
here.
Oklahoma City had commanded everyone to wear masks when they leave their houses. But then a couple kids started clowning around in one of the stores and pretending to be armed robbers with their masks. So the mayor put out another directive: masks are forbidden. He changed his mind in 24 hours.
Now we know the real reason why Dave pulled that scarf out from his archives. That's what he used.
Oh,
Yes.
so great.
If you'd like to join our Zoom stream of the Zoomers here, first of all, put on your best outfit and for
What are you drinking?
a cocktail party, and
I'm having the giveaway.
for your convenience, you can go to ZoomPianoBar.com. ZoomPianoBar.com, and that'll show you the way to get your admission
What are you drinking, Merlin?
to the Zoom VIP lounge,
And then how do you make that?
and you can join Ryan and Vicky from Denmark, Dave Corbett from Rolls Royce. The beautiful people, the elite. This heart of mine was doing very well.
Oh, okay.
The world was fine, as far as I could tell. Suddenly I met you, and I dreamed of gay amour. At dawn I woke up singing sentimental overture. This heart of mine is dancing gaily now. I taste the wine of real romancing now. This crazy world has taken on a wonderful design. As long as life endures, it's yours, this heart of mine.
I like how the boxes rearrange themselves. How did they do that? Ryan must have done it.
It does that on its own. Artificial intelligence. Where's Lounge Academy with the Zoomers?
Usually you can get like a axe. You want to it up with your phone? It's a small. Thank you. That is small one, but you want your phone. Nice. I like that.
This heart of mine, oh yes.
They just settled back on the couch.
Looking good, Dave. See, this is the way I always envisioned Lounge Academy being. It's about class and class distinction.
Dave, how do we even begin to
That's how we roll with Lounge Academy now that
He's a
we're
famous cartoonist,
high rollers here.
That's right.
for one thing.
While the world's licking its wounds, we're licking our cocktails. We laugh
I'm a retired chipping
at adversity. I'd like to welcome George Barrymore, our very own Barry. We get to call him Barry. piano.
You can't do us on Zoom. I'm gonna go over to the Facebook and say hi to Mary. Goodbye.
Tell them to come on.
It's a beautiful thing about the Zoom VIP room is you can just come and go. You can go into the other room and mingle with the chatters on Facebook. Then he can return to the comfort of his alcove and his cocktail in the Zoom VIP room. Here at Lounge Academy, I'd like to thank Anonymous for that generosity and support. Lounge Academy, it's very nice. XO, back to you. I think I know who that is. I recognize her signature there, the XO.
Switching back and forth.
Here's one for Anonymous.
Oh, I love that.
I'm trying to figure out how to send a message.
Anonymous, the more I see you.
Well, I don't know.
The more
We don't know.
I want
We're
you.
learning to.
Somehow this feeling just grows and grows with every sigh.
He's got a dog.
More mad about you. More lost without you. And so it goes. Barbara Fisher, can you imagine how much we love you? The more I see you, as Lounge Academies go by, I know the only one for me can only be you. My arms won't free you. My heart won't try. Can you imagine how much I love you? Before I see you, as years go by, I know the only one for me can only be you, free you. My heart won't try. That's from Diamond Horseshoe. What's that?
Are you able to see if Barry has been a customer already? It says it wants him to pay again.
Well, maybe you could walk him through it, have him check his email for that link.
Have him pay again and then I'll pay.
We'll have to put, you know what I'll do for next time? Of course, everybody will be good at it, but of course, there's always new people.
Again.
I'll make a little video that people could watch, you know, and where it shows them like where to look for the link when the receipt comes out and what to do if you can't find it, that you can go to your email.
Maybe we can have one of the bouncing ball.
we'll base it on the user experience feedback from tonight. We'll know what.
Is there a jingle?
You remember the bouncing ball?
We can make it musical.
Yes, a little jingle. Maybe I join for it.
Yeah, Ryan, why don't you check on Barry and give him a little walkthrough?
Ryan's duties are many.
Someone say Mary.
I'll be back shortly.
I bet Barry's looking sharp in a tuxedo or
Very
something.
always looks sharp.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Of course, even when he's not, when he's
Yeah,
wearing a towel, he looks like he's dressed up.
He was born
Just
that
carries
way.
himself like he's
Yeah.
someplace fancy
Yes.
all the time. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people just have
I wish I
that.
had that.
And those are the,
He dresses for life.
oh, Vicky, come on. Of course you do. You've got that regal look. Look at that. Look at Vicky. She looks
Oh,
like she's the
you've seen
queen
me.
of
Yeah,
the
always
queen of
wonderful.
Denmark.
It's unusual to see me.
Denmark.
I think I was wearing a fluorescent shirt last time you saw me.
Yeah, what's the weather, Bill Zimmerman? You got the weather for us from the boating weather. Bill, if you want to join us tonight on, I'm going to put on just throw your jacket on from your closet, you know, tie would be cool. Go to ZoomPianoBar.com and get your ticket. It's a thing where you go through and you can pay whatever you want. You know, it's $1.40 was like the
You've
least.
got to write
we
a
could-
song, pay what you want. Pay what you
Like
what you
Welcome
want.
Jay.
That's the song.
Nice to see you, sir.
Jay, are you wearing your?
He's wearing his suit, but you can't see it because he's got it skillfully set up there.
That's great. We got
See,
Jay.
Jay knows how to handle himself in different situations. How are you, sir? It's great to see you. It's great to see you.
Jay is great. And we get to look and see his home.
Now, Jay, go over to your closet, throw your coat on. I know you've got all kinds of suits. The guy's an executive.
Yeah, and he does. He's wonderful.
Yeah, just go.
Probably.
Yeah, go on.
He's wearing a boat card.
This is a classy place, Jay. Just go over to your closet, throw your clip-on blazer on. That's all you got to do. Or you could do more than that if you want.
I love seeing Jay's face.
We got to set a good example for everybody. Yeah, okay. We'll save your space. No one will touch your drink.
No one will touch you.
See how that works? A little public shaming goes a long way these days in 2020. Everyone's catching on. Public shaming.
We should add that.
What a shame.
Quarantine's great.
It's a great game to point the blame. It's called public shame. It's the hot new thing of 2020. Get those masks on for your own good.
I keep seeing them on the ground now. People are always dropping them everywhere.
Are they
Masks.
dropping their masks?
Yeah, well, you just see them on the ground.
'Cause I only have one, so it's like having
Yeah,
one
me too,
car
and it
key.
kicks around
You don't
the
dare
car.
lose it.
Yeah, it just kicks around. I guess you're supposed to wash them and stuff.
Well, we don't have to use ours.
We don't have Marshino
Very
Jr.
often.
in Denmark yet. We're just a little behind.
So I really wanted to hear about
When you
Sweden.
plan to get them?
Yeah, she can't hear me.
She can hear. Yeah, she can hear you.
Hey, Vicky.
What, Mary?
I wanted to hear about Sweden. I couldn't hear a lot of that. Is there talk in Denmark? Is there a lot of gossip on how Sweden is doing? And how is Sweden doing? You can't get news anywhere. I don't know what's going on. I'm
Yeah.
interested.
So I belong to a Facebook group called Americans in Sweden, and I
Okay.
can. What's
I
it
wanna
called?
join
I
that
can give feedback of my impressions
Cindy
of
Chan.
Denmark to the Swedes,
Okay.
to the Swedish people. They're American, right? So they're not Swedes. But they're,
Okay.
you know, they're
Yes,
integrated,
but they're
right?
in Sweden, yeah, and they can see. What do they say is happening over there?
So in Sweden, basically they like their freedom,
Yeah, I know what the situation is. I
And-
was wondering how this illness is doing. Are they getting a lot of?
but this is part of it. It's
Oh, okay.
political,
Oh,
right?
shut up.
So they don't
Oh, I
want
see.
anybody telling them what to do. And in Denmark, there's a lot of rules, so we're very different in that way.
Oh, it's
And
funny.
in Sweden, it's basically they just go about their day as usual and try to keep a social distance.
Yeah.
And that's it. And some people think that it's okay to go with masks, and a lot don't. There's
Yeah.
no masks, no masking.
Yeah,
That's
interesting.
just basically it. They've
So-
not closed their doors, right? So
I see. So their hospitals are not overwhelmed in Sweden or anything, or would,
no.
it's okay. Yeah.
But they're having issues, but they just think. I mean, there's some people that think that the issues aren't being brought to the forefront,
Oh.
and with all this staying home, that the people will just catch the virus later.
That's
They're
what I
just
kind of
keeping
think,
people
that they
in.
might have more deaths, but otherwise you're kind of kicking the can down the road, you know. But I don't know.
Yes, it's delayed reaction is what some think, right? There's a lot
Yeah.
of people have different thoughts. No one really
Yeah, I know. It's very mysterious.
Jay's
Yeah,
back
well,
in the
thank
room.
you.
He's looking very avant-garde tonight.
But still,
Very nice.
Yeah.
yeah.
Jay Farquharson,
In
ladies
Denmark,
and gentlemen.
it's very different in Denmark, but it's like California and Mexico because we're, like I said, we share a border, right?
Oh,
And it's very close.
yeah.
So
Sure.
in Denmark, we're stay at home, you know,
Yeah.
no masks, but you know, no working. It's everything's like working via
Yeah.
computer, Zoom, and these things. So we're
Yeah.
all very concerned about spreading virus, protecting others. I can send some pictures later of the quarantine tents.
Oh, interesting. Very curious. You just don't
The
find
quarantine
anything. I don't
tent.
hear anything. That's interesting. The
Ooh,
quarantine.
yeah.
You still gotta say quarantine. I drink
They
it.
sent some preschoolers back to school church.
The
Oh, yeah, they're little. They
quarantine
don't
tent. Yeah.
They're still either raising their kids.
Yeah, they don't get it from what I hear. Yeah, kids don't get it.
Kids aren't smart enough to get it.
Yeah. A lot of questions.
Well, they have these little quarantine tents outside before you, outside the entrance.
You know why kids don't get it?
Preschool, where they, you wipe down with the spritzer, right?
Yeah.
They clean you up as well as they can before you come in, and what they've done is.
Wait, someone's paying attention out there. Jay
Children,
Farquharson.
and then they separate them into small groups.
Jay, I can't give you
The kids at the
anything but COVID,
Yeah.
baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of. Oh yeah, COVID. Dream a while, scheme a while. We're sure to find happiness and a guess. All those things you've always pined for. Gee, I'd like to see you looking swell, my baby. Diamond bracelets Woolworth doesn't sell. They don't sell a lot of things. They're out of them.
They're black coffee. I have black.
Ooh, my baby, yeah, I can't give you anything but love. The world might be going down the toilet, but I'm in a great mood.
Remember when birds used to be considered essential and you could buy them at Walmart's and Preston's? Birds were essential. They'd have the parakeets to eat them.
As long as I feel great, as long as I'm having fun, that's all that matters in the world. Well, yeah, I can't give you anything but toilet paper, baby. Diamond bracelets Woolworth doesn't sell, my baby. Till that lucky day, you know darn well, baby. Ooh, I give me anything, baby, because I'm wearing a mask.
Our neighbor went to a funeral for the first person who caught COVID
Right, Jay?
and passed away. So they were at that funeral. My next door neighbor, he lives, 25 miles from our house. And the husband catches corona. My neighbor catches corona. After they've been to the funeral of the first person in Denver who caught the corona and passed away. And my neighbor was at that funeral. And he caught, I have pictures of the ambulance and everything.
Oh man.
Caught corona and passed away.
Gee,
And
that's
everything.
widespread.
All right, let's talk about. We get COVID all week, Mary. This is
I started it. I asked Vicky.
Mary.
I don't know. I started it.
Everyone has a COVID story, and like we don't want to hear any more COVID. The hell with COVID. That stupid virus.
No, I was quizzing you, Vicky.
It's Mary's fault,
I was
Vicky.
very curious. I'm still curious. I'll have to privately listen to you. Just I want to hear.
You guys are gonna ruin my good mood with all this global pandemic nonsense.
At this point, you should do the Jerry Lewis song. What's the asshole? And coronavirus
So
Thank you.
Barbara Fisher joining us in
Barbara Fisher, she's out there.
She's in the chat.
And Cindy Chan. Next week, Cindy's gonna go with a full face makeup and try Zoom. Well,
It would be great to have Cindy Chan.
Cindy Chan is beautiful,
Where?
just the way she comes out of the package. But that's fine.
How's that?
She usually has some spectacular fashion statement. I remember that white outfit she wore here.
She always looks stunning.
Was it New Year's or my birthday? It must have been my birthday because she was wearing white.
When was your birthday?
You wouldn't wear white to New Year's, would you?
Winter white?
Winter white?
I think it was your
I
birthday.
think it was. Because we were eating ice cream
Yeah.
and the heat was on.
Oh, okay.
And the heat melted the ice cream. Right, Cindy? Hope she's not still here listening to this us gossip
Oh,
about
I
her.
remember that time.
Yeah, she was sitting underneath the hole. She called it the hole. It's right up. It's right where I'm pointing up there. There's a vent, and the lens
Yeah.
wasn't in it.
Yeah, I
The
sat
air
very
lens,
heavily
the
under
vent thing. So the diffuser was not installed. So it was just shooting this hot air blast straight down into her lap, which she liked until she was eating ice cream, and
And it, no.
it completely
Yeah, I
like
love
nuked.
sitting under that heater.
It
Oh,
nuked
it
before
nuked
she
it.
realized
Oh,
it.
See, I like ice cream so
And
much.
she actually got up and left, very sadly, grievously, left the party because she was covered in ice cream.
Oh, it melted all over her.
Isn't that what happened, Ryan?
Yes.
Oh, man.
But she has grace no matter what. The way she snuck out on all fours between people's legs, she did it in a real graceful way. That's Cindy Chan, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Mary Ryan. Cindy says I tell a good story. That's the highest honor because she's a professional storyteller. They pay her to do it. With chocolate. See, she's backing me up on it. I was not making that up. Jay, why don't you kick your microphone on? I think it is on. He had to rip up his shirt to make masks. The tie just stayed right where it was. No, we can't hear you, Jay. Play around whether you're, if you touch the screen, I don't know if you could touch your screen. if it's a tappable screen, or you mouse on it or something, more buttons show up and magically appear at the lower part of the screen, and that has the mic mute on it. That's the trick. Everything has a trick nowadays. A trick used to mean something else. Now it means a techno thing.
That's a Facebook message.
I'm glad the Mars mission is going smoother than this.
You'll just have to use gestures.
You'd be so nice to come home to. You'd be so nice by the fire. While the breeze on high, a lullaby. Oh, you'd be so that I desire. The stars chilled by the winter, under August moon burning above. Pretty soon, so nice, you'd be paradise. You'd be home to and loved.
Maybe go with friends. All of us.
Under stars chilled by the winter, under August moon burning above. You'd be so nice, you'd be paradise to come home to and love. That's a big cold.
Oh, Barry is still stuck in
You
the
think we
window.
should send him a link?
Yeah, why don't you send them a link? Good idea. Was he checking his email, Ryan? Were you keeping?
He said he didn't get an email, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just shoot him the link in his private message on Facebook. Meanwhile, Jay is trying to figure out his microphone, or not. He's using sign. He needs one of those guys that all the governors have doing the sign language.
I love those guys.
That's all we need.
Yeah. I always wonder too, they're on television. What do they need? Or there's nobody
I know.
there, there's no audience, so why can't you just close caption it?
Yeah, and then more
But
people
all
understand
of them, every
closed.
single
I know
one
it
of them
makes
has
no
that
sense.
guy up there.
That's how you know everything they're telling you is like, not going to work really well because they can't even figure that out. The best one,
Yeah, that's
the best practical joke in the world, in my
that was
opinion,
The
the number
bipartisan
one,
joke, it was amazing.
the number one joke of all
Oh,
time,
I remember.
in my opinion, and I think it would be hard
Your opinion
to
counts
shoot it
for
down.
something, though.
Was who was it? Was it Obama?
It was Obama.
It happened to be Obama. It has nothing to do.
It
It
could
could
have
have
been
been.
But it was Obama.
It could have been Jay Farquharson, but it was Obama. And he was
But
giving.
it is funnier if the higher up you are, the funnier it is. So it's the president.
Yeah, it was the president.
Okay.
And he's
so
with.
President Obama when he was president.
Yeah, wasn't he
Okay.
over in Africa or something? Nelson
I do not
Nelson
remember.
Mandela.
Oh,
It
I
had
think
something
it
to
was.
do
It was
with
a
Nelson Mandela.
speech. Something about. But anyway, I don't
And
remember.
some guy, one of the local guys, well, they had a. Remember? You guys must remember this. There was one of those signers, those sign interpreters, next to him. The whole speech, this guy's going like crazy, right? And he's going nuts. Then after it's all done, like what, a day or two later,
Yeah.
it came out that this guy, he had just gone up there and was faking it. He had no training. I don't know, like if he was like went up there as a gag for, and then meanwhile he's invested in this big long speech is going on, this big somber speech. And he can't, now he's in. Now he's in.
That was hilarious. Everyone had a huge
That
laugh
was.
about that.
I went,
Everybody
every
across
once in a
the
while I
board
go to
was laughing.
YouTube and find it and just watch it again. It's just.
It was the ultimate prank. You're right up there. in front
Yeah,
of
they
the
could
world.
close the patent office joke department after that one because you can never outdo that one.
That was funny.
Maybe we will though. Never say never. What was your favorite gag of all time? Soon, the lonely nights will be ending. Soon, two hearts as one will be blended. I found the happiness I've waited for. The only girl that I've been fated for. Soon, a little cottage will find us safe. With all the cares far behind us, the day you're mine, the world will be in tune. Let's make this day come soon. That day you're mine, the world will be in tune. Oh yeah, let's make that day come soon. Oh, let's make that day come soon.
Jay, if you can hear us, raise your hand.
Pretty soon, that day will come.
So, we're continuing to have some problems here.
What happens when he uses the link you sent him?
I don't think he got it. We're not friends on Facebook.
You're not.
I won't accept you.
So what's
Oh,
his friend?
Well, friend him. Now's a good time to do it.
I can't, it won't let me.
Oh.
Blink once for no, blink twice.
There's no option.
Can you email it to him?
Could you email?
Get his email address and send it in the email.
But how's he gonna check his email? He's not gonna know to check his email.
Well,
We
because
can tell him on
well,
screen.
he can
Very-
they can type right there.
He can hear what we're saying, can't he? He's just not in the squares, but he's following the feed.
Yeah, he's
Barry,
following the
do
stream.
what Ryan tells you to do.
Yeah, so listen to Ryan.
Blink,
I'm trying.
blink twice for yes. Once for no.
Well, you know, there is a complicated way to check to see if you've got messages from people you're not friends with.
Oh, we can't even get into that, Howard.
Yeah, that's.
Dave's on point there.
It won't.
Let's see.
Well, this is good. That's why we do this.
It shouldn't ask you when you
sending me messages. Let's see. Okay. This is not show-related business. Looks interesting though. Pete's Garage. Pete's working on a great Mustang. He's not wasting any time during this lockdown. He's building a Mustang for his daughter. Actually, it's already built. He's
That's
just
great.
fixing
He's
it up.
building a Mustang for her. What a lucky. That's so.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
What
It's
a lucky
white.
girl she is.
One of the real old ones, like the
Imagine
original
your dad
ones.
building you a Mustang.
Yeah. He keeps making it better.
How are you gonna build me a Mustang?
And then he makes YouTube videos about it. The guy's got the world figured out. He makes YouTube videos about it, and like 1 million people watch, and then they send him tools
Oh wow, that's nice.
and checks.
I want people to send me crayons.
I'd like to welcome Andrew H. Nice to see you, sir. The McWundies. Thank you so much. Buffalo show business couple, the McWundies.
Oh, I love the big Lundies.
Very generous. Support of the arts. Not surprised, because those are two creative people right there.
She should color the picture.
She should.
Murray, you gotta
Yeah,
color City Hall.
Mr. Lundy, talk to McNeil, would you, for us?
Because she does such a beautiful job. She's a professional, and
We want, yeah, Mary wants
she and I
McNeil
colored together here. We were
to
coloring
color
some
the
pictures,
City
and she
Hall,
did a
the
beautiful
City
job.
Hall coloring book
The coloring
picture.
page.
That's all the
Yeah.
rage, the page.
She's
You
got to
can-
color City Hall, and it would add to our celebrity cachet. We can say
Just
Jan
look
Silverman.
on Mary's wall,
Yeah, it's
and
on
you'll
my
see
Facebook
you'll
page.
see the blank. You'll see a lot of beautiful colored ones that people have submitted. But have her just save it, print it, and color it, and then
That's right.
send it back to us, and we'll
Just post it. That's all.
just
you gotta
post
do.
it. Just
Yeah.
post it.
And then we'll take it from there.
This
oh,
is
I would love to
becoming
color
a
that
thing.
picture. I've been thinking about that.
Is it beautiful? Does that stop freezing?
McNeil's a professional.
Yeah, McNeil, she colored
Graphic
it.
artist.
We were coloring in one of those Dollar Tree coloring books here once.
She was
And
killing
she
it.
did a beautiful page. Just, you could tell it wrote it. She's really good. Yeah, I'll message her about it. Try to get
Or
it.
that bugle?
We need that in the gallery.
We're watching a lot of demonstrations.
So what's the status on our Barry? Gotta get him onto the lounge. He's sitting there in a tuxedo. We're wasting a perfect tux.
I'm trying something.
Good evening, Andrew H. Wonderful to see you, sir.
Okay.
If you want to join the Zoomers tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Pete's Garage, Andrew, anybody else out there in Streamland, you simply go to ZoomPianoBar.com. That's a brand new web address we have just for your convenience, as Barry can attest to.
For your convenience. So once you're in now, I see Dave Corbin's name there. Your square is reserved for you.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
still,
Yeah,
of course.
he's here, even though
It's
he's
good
stepped
for all
away
night.
from
You
the
could
camera.
come and go.
Yeah.
You can
so it's
mingle and
reserved.
come back to your
Yeah,
seat.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice setup.
I'm working on
Yeah.
Hey, Justin.
Ryan will figure it. All right, hey, Jay's got his mic going.
Oh wow, we can hear Jay. I was wondering why he
it.
wasn't
Now we
talking.
can do it.
I went out and came back in.
Oh, I was just thinking he was
Ah.
quiet.
Working.
I was going to suggest that.
Turn it off and turn it on again.
Yeah, that usually does it. That's how they could fix the flu. They could just turn the world off and turn it back, reboot it.
Sorry.
I'm
You're a
running.
special guest, Andrew.
I wish I could reboot my phone.
We never know here at Lounge Academy. The producers never tell me who the guests are going to be. Ryan doesn't even know, and he's the president.
The press.
And we're surprised every week. It works out greater than
New.
ever. We've got Vicky from Denmark. We've got Jay from the island. He's on an island with Bill.
Working behind the scenes.
Yeah. Ryan has an extra duties tonight.
Text. Congratulate you on being able to keep your house and not have to be concerned with its demolition.
Well, thank you, Jay.
Right.
Thank you. You know, I appreciate that. It is, you know, I mean, it is.
It took an act of God.
The world had to like get a royal screw job, but it saved the house. And I got to admit, I was telling Mary this morning. I said, you know,
We're still.
I could feel the burden lifted. You know, I mean, I was carrying that around for more than a couple of years. I think they were pulling that
And
stuff.
now the Convention and Visitors Bureau
you
can't
know.
book a convention to say,
Well,
I don't want that. I feel bad, but at least they.
you know, I mean.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You know what it is? There's a reason. I'm really starting to think, and this would be up Vicky from Denmark's alley, and you know we've had conversations about extra sensory kind of things, and I'm not supernatural, and I'm not
I'm not a scientist.
I'm not like I'm not into I mean I don't discount anything. It's just I just don't have those sensitivities to be able to pick up any of that stuff, and somebody else probably does. Like they might have better eyes or ears than my cat can hear things and see things, right? So it's the same idea, wider spectrum of perception. I realize I do not have that. Doesn't mean it does not exist. So I don't think about it a lot, but I got to admit, this place somehow, and it was written up in books. Like when was that? 2004 was the last time it was written up by Father Dunn.
Yeah.
He said, amazingly still standing.
Yeah.
You know,
he did
that
all
was
the
in
history of the
2004.
building, yeah.
And
Amazingly, it is amazing. It's still standing.
it is, and now it's amazing.
Totally
It's still
amazing.
standing once again. And
Yeah, there's something about this
you wonder
house
if there's
that
some
survived.
something about this place, in the vibrations of the way things are set up.
Yeah, that is an
Maybe-
interesting way to look at it.
I don't know.
Survive.
It's not, I just
Yeah,
try to
that
pay
is
my
very-
gas bills and stuff, but it seems like,
Howard, the foundation was mined. All the foundational blocks came from Sedona. This is the thing.
that might be it. That could explain it.
I think you can play at this point, Howard. Howard, it's very clear this house is here to
It's
stay.
very clear. This house is here to stay. Not for a year, but ever for a day. In time the convention center will crumble.
Visit Niagara will.
Visit Niagara will rumble. They're only made of clay, but this house is here to stay.
So there.
Well, we wish everybody the best, And sometimes
wanted to keep
I feel a little guilty,
They were
It's like
talking
survivor's guilt, because I mean, even though
We didn't ask for this. We just wanted the house to stay. We didn't pray for this.
but it's people should like be careful about trying to screw this place over, I know, like
It might be protected.
I'd be afraid if I put a vinyl window in or something, like, something really bad would happen to me. This house doesn't take any BS.
What if I don't want to do that. The outrage.
Or if I put one of those tub inserts in the bathroom or something horrible would happen to me.
Yeah, they've been talking about moving it. We worried that it wouldn't survive the move if they moved it. And it's an old house. I don't know if you could uproot
I don't know how it's just held up by gravity.
We were going to walk alongside it carrying our drinks.
I had the craziest dream
Wouldn't have worked.
last night. Yes, I did. I never dreamt it could be were in love with me. I saw your lips next to mine, so I kissed you. You didn't mind it at all. When you're away, such a break, it's never happened. How long can a guy go on dreaming? If there's a chance that you care, then please say you do, my baby. Say it and make my crazy dreams come true. Say it and make my crazy dreams all true. 'Cause that Krasinsko is watching. Nice to see you, sir. In the lounge tonight, relaxing with Andrew H. and Barry. Ryan is getting into the lounge somehow, feverishly. I can see screens flashing in his face. I had that crazy dream. I dreamt I was on LoungeACADemy, and everybody was dressed like dynamite. You ever have a dream like that? Thank you, Denmark. There's an applaud coming all the way from Denmark.
Okay, I've officially done everything I can possibly do.
For Barry.
Okay, wait. Okay, I see. He's got his.
Perhaps
Top
if
secret.
This doesn't work. Someone who is friends with him, like,
Oh, yeah. Why didn't I just send it?
can send him the link, because I'm not friends with him,
Yeah, I
and
can
there's
do
no
that.
option for
That's
me
a
to
great
be
idea.
friends
See,
with
this
him.
is why Ryan's the president.
You've exhausted all your options.
Yeah,
Are you talking about
Jay or Barry?
I can do that.
Did you try Instagram, Ryan?
I'll Instagram him.
Is Barry on
You can
Instagram?
DM him.
I could probably talk to Barry.
Are you going to be our tech support person?
Here, I got it.
Jay is tech support.
Why
I
didn't you
have
tell
never
me?
been accused of that before. But
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
call
Okay,
him.
he's got the link.
Well, Howard's
Okay,
sending
it's
him a
gonna
link
call.
now, so maybe it'll work.
All right.
Yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed. It should work because he's been on Zoom several times, you know, and it's the same deal. So unless he's on like a different computer or something than he was using before.
Maybe he's using the computer for one thing and using the phone for the other thing. Oh,
Aha.
he's here.
Oh wow, Barry's
Someone's at the
here.
door.
So
Well, that was easy. Why didn't I just send him the link? That's what happens when you're multitasking.
Barry's here.
Barry, hey, he looks dapper. We know
Barry's
what-
here, ladies
Barry's
and gentlemen.
on the front
Let's
page.
see.
Hi, Barry.
Man, look at that tux. He's beautiful.
Yes.
You never know the world's going down the toilet.
Look at Barry. That's
Well,
great.
we're having such trouble.
Hollywood star.
This is a classy joint. I like it.
That's great. You got in. So how are you made that happen?
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know.
He's here.
The last one that Howard said, where Howard, that works.
Well, I'm glad of that, Barry.
I'm kicking this up.
Hate to see a tuxedo go to waste,
I know, but I guess we gotta vote Barry. Okay.
especially in this age of scarcity. There's not a lot of tuxedos around. I didn't see any out here today. I went out there with my suit on earlier, and I realized I'm the only one dressed up downtown. Nobody has a reason to dress up. It's weird. U.S. Attorney's over there setting up sting operations. He's in his pajamas. Probably shouldn't make jokes about the guy. It's like the most powerful person in the state. Yeah. Very nice man. They like their donuts over there. They're donut lovers. We've got a relationship. Janice Janice is still has a she's low on the good wine. That's been a problem for several weeks.
Low on the good one. The jug wine is the fall bash.
You might have to order some takeout wine. They deliver now.
curbside.
They deliver now.
Yeah, they do. A lot of them.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna stick with us when this lifts too. I think people like things being delivered. I like things being delivered.
Here's a song about a book that's going to be out about the Statler history. If they asked me, I could write a book, but I'm not in Denmark. About the way you walk and whisper and look. I could write the preface on how we met. She's got to write her book.
It's late in
And
Denmark.
the
What time is it in
world would
Denmark?
never. It's 4 o'clock in
4 in
Denmark.
the morning, Vicky. It's 4 in the morning.
Oh, it's about 2, I think.
Oh, it's 2 in the morning.
The simple secret of the plots
Well, this was a pleasure, Vicky.
is just that Vicky's gonna tell
Vicky,
them
thank
a
you
lot
for joining us. I
about
love
the
seeing you.
Statler.
We'll be in touch.
And the
Love
world discovers when Vicky's book ends
seeing you.
how to make 2 lovers or friends.
She stays up late.
She's a good sport to
I
do
love
that.
her.
Her Saturday is all blown because she stays up late here. Simple secret of the plot. Tell them that I love you a lot. When the world discovers, when my book ends, how to make two lovers of friends. How to make 2 lovers of friends. That's from Pal Joey.
That's a great musical, Pal Joey. I mean, so many big songs came from it.
Well, you know,
I don't even know. I've never seen the musical, but a lot of great songs.
lounge sensation Guy Valeri explained to me
Yeah,
once
Pal Joey.
that Pal Joey's what really got him launched
Oh.
into this music.
High
Is
school
that
still
something?
do that as a musical, Pal Joey. It's a popular high school musical, but I've never seen it.
It's the song,
Yeah.
it's the show that inspired
Pal Joey.
Guy
Yeah.
Valeri.
Oh, wow.
One of the greats. Right H. Pug, Buffalo. We're doing a lot of songs we don't normally do tonight. Just because it's a big historic night here as far as
So, hello, Barry.
Hello, Dave, how are you?
Looking good?
You are too.
Oh, look at Barry. He's so dapper.
look at that place.
Like that.
Is that painting behind you? Is that one of yours?
That's
Yes.
the safe is behind that painting, Dave.
Oh, yes.
It's on a hinge, isn't it, Barry?
Bus, etc.
It's like Gomez. Opens up, there's a big safe behind it, that painting.
Well, Barry,
Full-
I'm looking
full
forward
of
to
toilet
seeing the
paper.
finished painting of the LoungeACADEmy.
Oh, yes. That's waiting to get around. I'm on Mark. No, no. Right.
Barry, you gotta get a camera back to your face.
Look at that. This is cool. I feel like I'm gonna get poured on. I feel like I'm at the frat house, Jay. It reminds me of we're at Crystal's house. Where's Mr. Moore?
Yeah, yes.
Where is he? Have we ever hunted him down? I mean, everyone's on Facebook. Where the heck is... Of course, teachers could stay under rocks because of all people like us come looking for them.
That's true. Yes, we're seeking vengeance. But actually,
Where's Crystal?
she was in,
We could get Crystal. We should...
Rochester or something.
Yeah, we got to get a hold. She's teaching. We got to get a hold of Crystal. I know we hunted her down. Ken McGuire found her, and
Yeah.
we got to get a hold of her and try to get her to, Zoom in with us on a Friday night. We could have a class reunion. That'd be so cool. They say I'll move the mountain. I thought of this song this morning when Mary asked me to bring the garbage can.
And he did. Thank you. Good job with that. Terrific job. Bringing this
Say I'll move the mountain, because there's nothing I wouldn't do. And I'll move the mountain
He went out in his suit.
if she wants them out of the way. Crazy, she calls me. Sure, I'm crazy. Crazy in love, I'd say. Say I'll go through fire, and I'll go through fire as she wants it. So shall it be. Crazy, she calls me. Sure, I'm crazy. Crazy in love, you see. Like the wind that shakes the bough, she moves me with her smile. The difficult I'll do right now. The impossible will take a little while. Say I care forever, and I care forever. If I have to hold up that whole damn sky. Crazy, she calls me. Sure, I'm crazy. Crazy in love am I. She calls me crazy. Carl Sigmund and Bob Russell.
Beautiful.
Word east, so that it said East Aurora.
That's pretty clever. I really like those cars. I think they're beautiful.
Yeah. I like the back end from the front end.
I may acquire one someday.
Oh, you should. Is that where you want to take out the business?
He is driving it around.
To thank everybody for joining us tonight. And we're having a ball here. Keep the sets on. Keep jumping back in. We're going to be here for a couple more hours almost. This is what we do. We do this. This is what we do. Who was it that said that?
Gary.
Gary.
Right, when we were at the beach once, Gary's like this.
This is what we
We were
do.
in the water with Guy. And Gary's going, this is what we do.
We gotta get Gary zooming in. We had Ari, so that should open the door for Gary.
Guy is in the water. That was really
Especially in your house.
If Ari could be on Zoom, it's cool enough for anybody.
Yeah, where's Ari? Because Ari doesn't do this.
You know him, he's got a lot of places to be. He spreads himself around.
Yeah, we'll have to reach out to him directly.
That's good, yeah.
On my iPhone, I don't really see it.
The cadets are talking amongst themselves.
A lot of people out there watching the stream tonight. There's no sports to watch. So relax and watch Lounge Academy. And if you'd like to actually be on the show, like these fine dressed individuals, these classy people, you can be just like them. Throw on your lounge outfit, your fancy duds, and then hit on the old ZoomPianoBar.com, and it's going to blast you right into Loungeville. Costs $1.40. To keep the riffraff out. Right, Mary?
That's right. We want to keep that riff.
We could have made it less, but it keeps the troublemakers out. We want the upper crust. That's what we've got. He's not, but that's okay. That's in our rules. Don't say anything about pants. You don't even have to own pants. Lounge Academy, we're from the waist up here at Lounge Academy. That was kind of daring. I was afraid of what we were going to see there. Thought this was going to turn into one of those Zoom bomb things like we had a couple of weeks ago. I'm wearing pants. Fly with me, come fly, let's fly away. You can use some exotic booze down in Acapulco Bay. Fly with me, let's fly away. Fly with me, let's float down to Peru. Oh, in Llama Land, there's that one-man band. He's gonna toot his flute for you. Come fly with me, let's take off to the blue. Up there where the air is rarefied, we'll just glide, starry-eyed. Up there I'll be holding you so near. You may hear angels cheer on a cano, yeah, weather-wise. It's a lovely day. Say the word and we'll beat the bird to Acapulco Bay. It's perfect for a fine honeymoon, they say. Come fly with me. Oh yeah, let's fly to Lounge Academy.
Nice finish.
Thank you. We have a lot of camera angles here for you tonight. It's all about the angle.
Howard,
Yes, Jay.
did Ron Moss have a favorite song?
Well, I know he liked some of the John Valby songs. In fact, I think he inspired some of them.
We should get.
Get John Valby.
No, I didn't say. John Velby's sister is an opera singer. And when I was working at the news as the classical music critic, this opera CD showed up from Naxos Records, very good recognized label. And
Oh yeah.
it was, I can't remember exactly which opera it was, but I saw in the print on the back, Elaine Velby was one of the singers, and sure enough, that's John Velby's sister. So I guess the whole family had that vocal training, you know. And
I had a
she's-
sister.
But she has a good career if she's on that label and doing those operas. Yeah.
Wonder how many
It's
lyrics.
incredible.
Pardon? Yeah. It's
I wonder how many songs
It's
she's in
interesting.
and making
Elaine
cameo
Velby.
appearances in.
I've heard he's a really good guy too. I don't know any of them, but that he.
My understanding is he's nothing like
Yeah,
his
he's a good
stage.
family.
Yeah,
Imagine with your kids. Well, you can't listen to what I do.
of course. Now
But I guess you know.
he was just ahead of his time.
He's
Now
a-
all the
he's a
pop
good
music has
person.
lyrics like that, right?
Oh, I remember
Yeah, at least he's showing a
seeing
light on it.
Stage One, the After Dark Saloon, the Library in the Falls.
The wife.
The Showboat at the foot of Hurdle.
Oh, the Barroom
I
Buzzards
saw
told me
that.
about the Showboat. I heard about that. The Barroom Buzzards used to play there. They were telling me. When
I saw
interviewed
John
the
Velby
Barroom
there. He
Buzzards.
recorded his White album there.
Yeah, I saw that, Howard. It's
A bunch of my friends are yelling in the audience on the album.
They're yelling on the album. Ooh!
John Valby forever immortalized Governor Hugh Carey.
Oh, what does Hugh Carey rhyme with?
Oh,
What is he?
Governor, you carry her upstairs.
Oh,
I love how he sings with such relish.
Oh, gee.
Dr. Dirty.
Yeah, Dr. Dirty. I mean, but he just sings with such enjoyment.
Aye, 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 aye.
Yeah, we went to one of his shows together once, Howard, didn't we? Yeah, in New Orleans stuff. Yeah, your mama, mama.
maybe we could make like
Piano. Now.
maybe we can make like clean songs up out of his, and people would just laugh because they knew what they were. You know, like I saw a Scarface. Remember the movie Scarface?
Sure.
I watched a TV version of it where they like dubbed in like words that
That's
would
so funny.
make your mouth move about the same way as the
Yeah, it's
words
like-
that they had to edit out.
Yeah,
and it was
it's like the-
hilarious. It was hilarious.
It's like
This-
Hitler responds to Georgia reopening.
Miami's just a big chicken waiting to get plucked. That was one of them, I remember.
Oh, big
And you got this gangster saying that, you know, it's hilarious. Thank you, Andrew H. Which rendition of which, Andrew? I'm eating an apple, but see, I'm using clever camera angles, so you don't know that.
We can hear it though.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Well, this sound stage is very alive.
That's an Empire apple from the Clinton Bailey Market.
It actually sounds a lot like when Bugs Bunny is eating a carrot.
Good call.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Bugs Bunny eating a carrot.
And then he talks while he's eating the carrot. I think they were actually eating something when they did the voices.
My apple is being heard around the world. It's amazing the sensitivity of this cheap equipment I've got, you know?
I know.
Now we see Barry in landscape view.
Yes.
Oh, we do. Yes, Barry
We
is.
like
yeah,
the
no.
landscape
Maybe
view.
Barry should.
Couldn't see what was happening.
Maybe that's for the best.
Yeah, maybe so. What's the background there, Ryan?
This is PB Green's.
Oh,
Well, that's the mecca of lounge.
yeah.
Although several people who have seen this have thought it was a casino.
That's all right. Worst
Yeah.
things could be.
Yeah, if you didn't
said.
know, yeah, if you didn't know
Yeah, I
that.
used to be.
Because where else would you now would have like that loungy of a look, you know?
I used to go there a lot daily before John.
Oh, she was fantastic. Boy, I heard there was some of her stuff is made it to you. I think did I send you a link,
Is this Anthony?
Barry? I think I sent you a link, didn't I, Barry? Of Ann Fideli
She was
that
wonderful,
just
yeah.
discovered recently some recordings up on YouTube. Her kid put up. If I didn't, I'll send you the link, Barry, because you'd love it. Wow.
Beautiful.
I
Yes.
understand why you went there to hear her. She was like over the top great. Here's something from Orchestra Wives.
Play anything from orchestra.
Orchestra Wives was one of the two Glenn Miller movies.
The other one being Sun Valley Serenade.
Sun Valley Serenade, right. Before he was tragically lost during World War
Very
II
sad.
over the English Channel.
Yeah, very sad.
By friendly fire, they say.
Do
Yeah.
they? So sad.
I'll do the verse, and nobody will know what it is, because even Paul Kokoda never knows what the verse is to this one. I get him with this one every week. I was never spellbound by a starry sky. What is there to noon glow when love has passed you by? Then there came a midnight, and the world was new. Here am I, so spellbound, darling, not by stars, but just by you. Anybody know what the song is? At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. At last, the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover the night I looked at you. I found a dream that I could speak to, dream that I could call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheeks to, a thrill I've never known. You smiled, and then the spell was cast. Here we are in heaven, for you are mine at last. Harry Warren and Matt Gordon, for those keeping score. captioning. You can never have too many gimmicks. So they say. But they say a lot of things. You can become a Zoomer, just like these fine dressed, classy upper crusters right here. Just go to ZoomPianoBar.com, press go. Remember computers used to say of go? Didn't computers used to have go?
I think
It hit go, I think, instead of enter. Like in the 1970s or something. On our Tandy 1000s.
I remember the first computers at the Ontario Science Center up in Toronto when I was in high school in the late 70s. All of a sudden, I mean, that now we have all these capabilities that you couldn't dream of then. It was just so cool to sit there and touch.
You know, it's amazing that we happen to have the span of lifetime to have seen.
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah, and to adapt to it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mary, Howard, I recall having the first brick cell phone ever. Like in
Those-
88,
The first
87.
I know the model. Those are Motorola, those big putty colored ones.
Yes.
IBM Computer Color.
I carried it around, I thought it was wonderful.
Yes, well, it
Yeah.
A
was.
little
It was.
suitcase.
Yes. Princess Diana had one of those.
Well, the suitcase case came just before that because I had that one too. I was an early adopter because I was in the inbound telemarketing business, so I had to have a phone all the time, you know. So that afforded me a little bit of freedom. And yeah, I had the Buffalo Telephone was the name of the company, right? Barry, that's where we used to get them. Buffalo Telephone. Doug Dickinson was the salesman. I don't know why I remember his name. I think because it was such a big deal. I thought like such a big shot because I got a phone, and it was an actual mobile phone unit, you know, with all the boxes and wires and stuff in a suitcase. And I think the first one I had, I don't even think it had a battery because it would have been like too big and heavy. You had to just plug it in somewhere. Like it was like a portable car phone, but you still needed the car, I think, to use it. It was
The
just,
car.
but it was
Yeah, that
portable.
was when there was the car phone. It wasn't a true mobile phone, it was your car phone.
Car phone. And then I did, Ryan, I had an actual car
I had
phone.
that one that you had to carry around it.
The bag
I
phone?
loved it because, you know, we were on call all the time. We had to have like quarters in our pocket, you know,
Oh, for
to
the
answer
pager.
pages and things. We were out at a restaurant.
Uh-huh.
So this way, you know, we could be out and lug the phone into the restaurant.
Yeah. Paging
I'd have
Dr.
it
Moore.
on my boat. It was great. It was like liberation.
The best model, Barry, maybe you probably went through the same phone, you know, generations that I did. The best one was this Motorola. It was in a bag, and it had small lead acid batteries that fit in the bag too. And that thing, they were a full 5-watt analog system. You know, it was before digital came along, and it had a speakerphone thing on it. The thing was so, first of all, you could hear it ring anywhere, like in a construction site. And I took it to the rock band Talus at the After Dark, and I was like right up front, which it really wouldn't even matter where you are. If you're anywhere on the block, you know how that is. You know, with Talus, you could literally feel your pants blowing on your legs from the speakers. And I was able to hear it ring and pick it up and have a comfortable conversation with Talus playing. It was the ultimate test for one of those things.
Wow.
That was the best. And then when they came out with digital, then they phased out the analog. So even if you wanted to keep the old bag phone instead of having the flip phone, you couldn't. So,
Alice is one of Doris Jones' favorite bands.
wow,
Billy Sheehan.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Howard loves Talus.
How about the
I
rough,
love Talus, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good Buffalo act.
Remember how loud they were?
They were the loudest thing on earth.
They were so loud. When we went to that concert in the park where Telus was
Yeah,
playing,
poor
where we
guy.
all said, you
Yeah.
and George and I all said
No.
we weren't going to
That
go,
one
and then
called-
independently
We were all
three of
there.
us went.
What was it called, Dave?
Weekend.
That was so
Weekend.
fun.
The group weekend, the Hudson Brothers.
Oh, Weekend, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
Their group
great.
called Weekend.
I used to see them
It's a great name.
at the place that burned down.
Thumpers?
There, I think it was Mean. There was Mean Guys East.
Yeah.
Weekend could do a really good rendition of Roundabout by Yes.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, with Rick Wakeman.
Yes, from yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Barry might play that on the piano right now.
Yeah, that's right. Here's one for Paul. Paul Cambria,
Remember anything?
wherever you are. He usually checks in from his bowling alley basement.
Yeah. He has a bowling alley in his basement.
Paul Cambria, you must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still said I love you, on that you can rely. No matter what the future brings, as time goes by. Moonlights and love songs, never out of date. Heart full of passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man, and man must have his mate. Oh, no man can deny. Still the same old story, a fight for love and glory. Case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers. As time goes by. As Paul Cambria goes by. Resume the concert series. Oh yeah, Irene Houck. That'll be wonderful. It's great having Dan H. with us tonight. How are you, sir? If you'd like to join the Zoom VIP room, it's really easy. You just go to ZoomPianoBar.com and bingo. Just like Barry, you'll be right up there. You'll instantly be wearing a tuxedo.
We're waiting for you to get your tuxedo on.
I know. I'm going to do it. You guys are setting an example that I'm going to follow. I've got the coat. I got a tuxedo coat that Andy and Selmo gave me. Nice of them. I need the rest of it though. Well, you need the cummerbund and the tie and
Robert Hall.
the shirt with the ruffles.
Robert Hall. Yes.
Just sit down carefully.
I'd like to get tails. I'll just never get over the fact that I did not inherit Leonard Pinario's tales.
I didn't. They were not offered me.
Yeah,
I think they
I don't
had been
think he-
gotten rid of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got rid of his tales.
It was so cool to see these concert pianists at
You
the
know,
BPO.
if he didn't get
the
rid of
old
his
guard.
tales, if they were still in a box, I probably would have wound up with them.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
Imagine having Leonard Pinario's.
You did wind up. You wound
Tux
up
and
with
tails.
his Hawaiian shirts and
I
stuff.
got his Hawaiian shirts, which are like almost as good. But imagine that, putting that on, and the
To think that he was.
I mean, I don't even know if I could play with putting those things on, because
It
I
was
would
so
just feel
cool
like
when
I'm
you
just
see
not
sometimes
worthy.
Those old guard pianists when they come to the Philharmonic, like Van Cliburn when he did it.
Yeah,
I mean, and they have their tails and they flip them over the back of the bed.
yeah.
That's so
Bugs
cool.
Bunny.
Really, Bugs Bunny.
It's funny. I know, but it is cool. It's a nice old convention.
You could consider a white dinner jacket like Rick from Casablanca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Or like Alex Leonard had a kind of a white colored jacket on when he came here in the summer
Oh
from
yeah.
New York.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he looked great.
He did
That was
have
fun.
one.
Yes.
He did have
That was
one.
fun.
Or you
I
could
can
watch,
see Ryan in a nice paisley velvet jacket.
we'll work
That
on
would
it.
actually be kind of awesome. Do you have one?
I think Howard should watch.
Dave, do you really have one of those?
To get
I'd wear
some
that.
benefits.
That'd be great. We could do this. We could do this song if I wear that paisley
There's
jacket.
a Tom and Jerry cartoon
Up at dawning,
almost the same.
sleepy and yawning,
Yeah.
still the taste of wine. Then I remember you're mine, and I've got a world that's fine. What's before me? Routines that bore me. Punch the clock at 8. But what a lucky guy I am. I've got a world that's great. Atom bombs, Cape Canaveral and false alarms. Half the universe is up in arms. So I flip a little too until I'm holding you. What's the hassle? I'll buy the castle. We can live like kings. If you remember you're mine, then I've got a world that you've got, a world that we
It's a great song for now.
got, a world that swings. I'm gonna take you on a wild, wonderful adventure. Fly like a kite from space, no strings. I don't wanna lose the bell that rings, 'cause I've got a world that swings. I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Tied the string around my finger. The string reminds me you're mine, and I've got a world that swings.
That's a great song.
Atom bombs, Cape
Coronavirus.
Canaveral and false alarms. Half the universe is up in arms. So I flip a little too until I'm holding you. What's the hassle? I'll buy the castle. We can live like kings. If you remember to love me forever, I've got a world that you got, a world that we got, a world that swings. Oh yeah, we've got a world that swings.
Never be full of snacks again.
Won't be able to sit down and.
What's the hassle? I'll buy the castle. That's a great line, Dan.
I love that line. That's one of my favorite lines in all music. What's the hassle? I'll buy the castle. I love it. And that includes opera and everything. I love that one. That's my
Genius.
hassle. I'll buy the castle. We can live like me.
Here's one for Dan H. Great. It's a great request. One I wrote for Frank Sinatra. I'm sentimental, so I walk in the rain. I've got some habits even Dan H. can't explain. Could start for the corner, turn up in Spain. Why try to change now? I'll sit and I'll daydream. I've got daydreams galore. Cigarette ashes, there they go on the floor. I'll go away weekends, leave the keys in the door. Why try to change me now? Why can't I be more conventional? People talk, people stare, so I try. That's not for me, 'cause I can't see my kind of crazy world go passing me by. So let people wonder, let them laugh, let them frown. You know I love you till the moon's upside down. Don't you remember I was always your clown? Why try to change me? Why try to change me? Why try to change me? Now. Great request by Dan. Thank you, sir.
I carved all these things when I was on the emergency room.
One of my favorite Cy Coleman tunes. That's saying to you, you know, 'cause there's a guy that wrote a lot of great songs.
No, it was a little Michael Jackson night.
Oh.
Wow.
But I was
Very
supposed to
in
be,
his artwork.
I was supposed to be studying surgery.
This is incredible.
But
We never knew this.
Barry, I didn't know that talent.
You made those, Barry?
I never carved anything after that.
That's amazing.
Beautiful. It looks like
Well,
something from Disney.
you're a real cut-up.
What?
That's incredible. Never carved
Wow.
anything yet.
That's amazing. Look at that. He's got the whole thing, the piano.
Good night, Dave.
Enjoy your retirement, Dave.
Yeah, we
Thank
love
you, Howard. Thank you,
long
Howard.
drive.
Mary? Yeah, about 30 feet.
Yeah, drive safely after drinking all that wine.
I know.
Shout out to Gretchen Krakow. Nice to see you.
Real question
In the lounge, looking great. You just know she's looking great. You don't have to bother seeing her to check. It's just impossible. It's impossible. Gretchen, if you want to come on the Zoom and show off, you know, if you got it, flaunt it, right? You know, just go to ZoomPianoBar.com. And you can join the beautiful people, the well-dressed people in Buffalo. People wearing tuxedos and
I had to pop back in.
beautiful
Dave.
vintage suits, each one with a special story behind it. Yeah, that is the line, Dan. That is the line for that song, I agree. Till the moon's upside down.
That is a beautiful line.
Sometimes
and
it,
then I was always your clown. I love that. No, you remember? I
yeah,
was always your
That's good though. Lots of songs have a line that just stands out so much,
Yeah.
like that line. You just wonder if like that line came first and they wrote a whole song around it.
Always your clown.
You know?
I like
That's
the
how the
clown
Beatles
line.
would write. They would have little clips of this and that, and then Paul and John would get together and get out their trading cards and say, I wonder if this will fit with what you have. That's
Yeah.
a lot of Abbey Road was like that.
Everybody's got different things that work for them. And they're all different, really. Yeah. Mary doesn't believe they wrote any of their songs. They're so good.
No, I don't believe the Beatles wrote their songs.
She's a conspiracy theorist. She
I don't
thinks
believe it.
somebody else wrote the songs for them.
Someone told me that once, that they, and ever since then I've been wondering about it. I just don't think they had the intellect to write something like when I did, because after they split up, their songs didn't amount to much. They couldn't write anything, and I just don't see how those Lennon-McCartney songs, I think someone else wrote them for them. I just don't think they wrote them. I'm just gonna say it. Because after that, they
Because
couldn't.
Mary
And the
is
best explanation anyone could give me was that it was kind of an alchemy, and that when the two of them were together.
She actually wrote that in a buzz column or
Oh,
something
I
in
got
the
hammered.
newspaper.
I got 1,000 letters.
And there
from
was
the paper
there was
and
like
then
a
there was
hipster
a
fought law
firestorm.
against her.
Yes.
And she actually
I didn't
She
even
had
want
to-
to, and at the last minute, I tried to pull it, and the editor said, "No, we're running this thing." And I go, "No."
she had
I
to go
don't
on the
want
radio, right? You had to go
Yeah,
on the
I did.
morning.
I
She
had
had to go on the
radio.
morning drive to explain herself. She,
Oh, that's hysterical.
it was kind of like an
I just
apology,
don't
like I'm
think-
sorry if you're offended, but
I honestly don't think that. I don't think that. It doesn't
Oh.
make sense to me that they wrote those songs.
it's an interesting theory. I mean,
Some
they're-
of them
they're-
are so beautiful and sophisticated, and I just don't think they had. I'm not saying they weren't good musicians, but I don't think they had those kind of brains. I just don't think they.
Well,
And they never
Mary,
could
I
come
had-
up with. They
I
never
had
could
some-
discuss intelligently how they wrote the songs either. Something like someone asked Paul McCartney how he wrote "Yesterdays" or something, and he goes, "Oh well, we wrote it over breakfast, and we almost called it scrambled eggs." You know, I mean, somebody who wrote a song could talk about it, and they never were able to talk about how they did these things. I'm just saying it, and now it's going to be in your minds. It got into mine. You're
it
gonna
does
doubt
place a
now.
little doubt.
No,
Does place
I
that
don't
doubt.
think they
It
wrote
placed a little doubt in my mind.
And
But
later they wrote,
I-
"Why don't
I
we
think
do it
they
in the
wrote 'em.
road?" I think
I
they
do
wrote, "Why
think-
don't we do it in the road?" They did write some songs. I'm not saying that, you know, but they didn't write. I don't think they wrote. I don't even know the names of all of them. I don't even know all the Beatles. I do know all the Beatles songs. I just don't think they could have written those nice songs. And when I'm 64, that doesn't sound like something they could have written. You know, it just doesn't.
I wonder how much George Martin, took some
Well,
of
that's
the
something
melody
too.
lines and
He did do a lot. Yeah.
built a lot around it.
Yeah, long and winding road and stuff. But you know, their music is full of this kind of thing too. There's nothing wrong. You know, it's a business, and people, they are good performers, and they were.
Well, somehow they got those songs.
Yeah, and it all worked out, and those
They
songs
got-
wouldn't exist if it weren't for
They
them.
got them into somehow they made
But I
gave
just
them
don't think.
brought them
I
about
can't believe
and
people are listening to me on this. I mean, I just.
I think there's something to be said too for collaboration.
There is, yeah. That's the best explanation that anyone's been able to give me for this. Well, maybe when Lennon and McCartney were together, something magical happened. Well, maybe, I don't know. But I just don't think so. But whoever it was now, here's
I
though,
think they
Jay, this is the other thing though. And then now I'm being devil's advocate with myself. That, how can you keep a secret in this day and age? So if someone else did write it, that secret was kept pretty darn well, and not many secrets are kept that well. So that's a thing.
I think James Files wrote them.
Musically, you could throw that out too.
Yeah.
Certain signatures and the way people have it, the way they compose or.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Am I blue?
I always enjoy my Muzak version.
Am I blue?
I do too. 101 Street. Yeah.
Aren't those tears in these eyes?
I remember when you used to hear those songs on music. You used to hear Yesterdays and stuff.
Am I blue?
Yesterday was popular.
You'd be
Yeah,
too.
Yesterdays was a song. Yesterday.
If each plan with your man myself through. There was a time I was the only one, but now I'm the sad and lonely one. What was I gay till today? Now she's gone and we're through. Am I at Big Blue?
You are.
I am. We all are through the miracle of electrons. It is weird that we're all here and we're not. We're here at Lounge Academy. If you're just tuning in, you're new. Welcome to the lounge. Makes you a lounge cadet by default. And it just starts there.
It goes from there.
As the lounge lifestyle starts seeping deep into you, you begin to crave it as we do.
That's right, tip your server.
I used to like to watch that, Billy, the guy from, I guess it was Saturday Night Live or something. He did the Lounge Lizard at the Holiday Inn.
Oh, that was Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
did that, yeah.
Yeah, he destroyed the whole industry with that, which made it possible for me. Alone, otherwise I'd have competition. Beyond the crowd, above the world, we're not too proud to cling together. Song is strong and we're together. Alone, together. The blinding rain, the starlit nights were not in vain, for we're together. What is there to fear? Together. Our love is as deep as the sea. Our love is as great as a love can be. And we can weather the great unknown if we're alone together. Alone together. Get it? We're alone together. We're all in lockdown, for crying out
How
loud.
appropriate for this time.
But we're together.
Excellent.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is weird. Alone together.
I know we're very, sanguine about all this technology and these things. We're really cutting. I mean, has a piano lounge ever done this
No.
in the history of mankind? We don't know unless there's previous civilizations. Right, Jay?
Right. Atlantis.
You don't think this generation, you don't think this civilization could have invented the piano? It's too much technology.
That's right.
Doesn't break. We didn't invent that. It's got 4,000 moving parts in it. Never wears out.
Fiore.
What's that, Barry?
I say thanks to Christopher Fiore.
He was a good guy.
Invented the piano.
He made it out of like a harpsichord or something, didn't he? He put leather. Is he the guy that put the leather, replaced the plucks, the little plucks with the leather hammers?
Yeah. Which came first, the clavichord or the harpsichord?
I have a cord, I think. And
The one on the Adams Family was good.
Yes, Lurch.
Yeah, he'd rock out on the thing.
It would be nice if you could add one of those to the show, maybe in the future.
Well, it's
Harpsichord.
something to consider, you know, if these Zoom things.
well, all the digital keyboards have those on. They sound pretty good.
They do. I'd like to get my Rhodes down here. I mean, Mary's Rhodes.
Oh, now you're talking. Howard, do you know if I have an 88 stage key Rhodes
Nice.
tucked away at the moment?
Wow.
And I wonder if I'd love to get a vibrato kit for it. If there's such still out there. It's one of my 500 projects.
Yeah. It's a nice thing to have tucked away. We got
Got it
one.
on the cheap.
We've got one in a hallway at home that we
Talk
like.
to Dr. Mo.
We walk around it every
Is
day.
that the roads you're talking about?
Yeah, we got it sitting there
Yeah,
like
we gotta
waiting to
bring it
come down here, and
It'd
it's
be nice to have it down.
the cap goes under it, and we go around it. It's been there for like
We're
forever.
gonna sell it on eBay one of these days.
It's like abandoned in place.
I think we should
It's just
sell
in an
it.
upstairs hallway.
Worth more than you
I'm
paid.
gonna sell it.
I don't know, it's
Let's just bring it out. Let's
Okay,
throw
yeah,
it in
we
the
should bring
truck.
it here. I'll help
The
you.
weather's nice now. We'll throw it in the
It'd be
dump
nice,
truck,
yeah. My sister
the
helped me
donut
get it.
truck.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
We'll put it in the
It's got a
skylight.
great funky sound.
Apple Computer 2, Apple II,
Oh yeah.
No.
$2,500 or something.
Oh, come on.
If you didn't throw it out.
Right.
Those are going for a lot of money now.
Some of them,
2,500, somebody said.
I wouldn't mind having one, but I'm not paying that much.
Yeah, we had 3 of them.
They bought a Windows 95 computer.
Skylark,
I would have given you one
have
in my
you
basement.
anything to say to me? Won't you tell me where my love can be? Is there a meadow in the mist where someone's waiting to be kissed? Oh, Skylark,
Yeah, it's not be distracted by
have you seen the valley green with spring?
No, I put it onto the road.
Where my heart
I know.
can go
What?
a journey
Everything is in my house.
over the shadows and the rain
When I was
to the blossom-covered lane. And in the lonely nights, have you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music,
a little fly.
faint as the will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as a moon, sad as a gypsy serenading the moon.
Beautiful line.
Oh, Skylark,
At least they're not pictures.
I don't know if I can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings.
Hey, he's just going to
So if you see them anywhere,
Nostalgia.
won't you lead me there?
Savers thrift store, and I use that.
Johnny Mercer and Hoagie Carmichael, a couple of
And
ringers.
it's also
Yeah.
what
Wrote
I
that
use to
one.
print out the coloring pages.
Janet Drought is back,
There it
Oh.
goes.
socially distancing.
Who is?
Wow.
It's great to have you back, Janet.
Neighbors, that's where I take all my old junk.
She's been distancing herself from the alligators down in Florida.
He's making a good beat. I know my cat used to love that thing when the printer go back and was leaping into the printer. Trying to catch it.
Guys, I'm gonna bid me adieu for this finding picture and
night, Jay. It's been wonderful having you here. Jay Farquharson, ladies and gentlemen. How about another big round of applause, man? Jay Farquharson, multi-talented.
He's so sweet.
There he goes.
There he goes.
He knows how to make an exit and an entrance. Notice the panache he had when he closed that laptop. As the seat in the VIP lounge opens up and people are scrambling to put on their tuxedos and their suits and hit, or their beautiful evening gowns, sequenced evening gowns, and clicking on ZoomPianoBar.com and getting admitted into the VIP room. Costs $1.40 admission. Keeps the riffraff out. We could have made it less, but we wanted to keep it elite, right?
Yes, right.
It's for the high rollers. It's a high roller room. So that's how we roll here at Lounge Academy.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's too strong. Yes. It's diluted. Not so bad, but it's
I think I'm going to finish this.
I'm
going to use my eat the rest of my
Oh,
tuna
yeah.
sandwich button
I love
right now.
those.
Watch this. I could hit this button and eat a tuna sandwich. Watch this.
if you don't
That is great.
like overdo the cherry juice or
You know,
something.
Now, the Zoomers
Oh,
can
yeah,
still
I
watch me eat this.
they get
usually have cherry juice in mine.
No,
No, they can't.
I like the cherry, but
They're
Yeah, the
seeing
cherry's
that. They're
important.
seeing what's
That's
being
right.
going out.
Forward to.
right, exactly.
the people who are not
The,
in the
the
lounge.
Zoomers are seeing
And now
that
I'm
screen.
drinking
And so is
Evan
everybody
Williams
else.
bourbon,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's not a
which
bad
I've never
looking
bought
screen.
before,
No,
but
it's not.
here we
Robert, I
are.
have 2 loaves of bread.
yes,
I
I
gotta make
got
at
a
home.
number of
I'm gonna
different
duck
ones.
out and bake these loaves of bread.
It's hard to tell
Can I
the
get on
difference after
Zoom when
one
I
or
come home
two.
or something?
That's about it.
They're just gonna write. I've gotta get them in the oven.
The first drink,
It's saying?
you can taste some
I
difference,
have these
but
loaves of bread
after
at home I
that-
have to bake because they're gonna be rich.
oh,
I
same,
want to put them in the oven.
pretty much.
You can get used to just about anything.
Yeah,
Well, yeah. Well, just-
yeah, that's what
as long
happened.
as you
I
can.
normally I
Can I
drink
get on
whiskey.
Zoom when I get home?
Now I'm drinking bourbon,
Yeah.
whiskey.
So I just
I like
get on my
rye.
tablet or
On your
whatever?
tablet.
On my tablet.
Yeah.
A
And
rye
I get
wine
on, what
is
do I do,
good.
go to Zoom.com?
Yeah,
or
like
something?
Canadian Club or something like that, I would think. But if you get to the higher
You
end
go to
ones,
Zoom Piano Bar.
Zoom
they
piano
taste
bar.
too good.
That's what
Yeah,
it
or
is.
just
And you drink more of them, so.
send me a message and I'll send you.
Not good.
Okay, the link?
Otherwise, you could use the thing to see how it works. It costs
Okay, it'll be fun to
$1.40.
do. Okay, I'll pay
Yeah.
$1.40.
All right. I'm making a
More
sale.
shameless advertising here now?
No, I'm making a
It's
sale.
intermission.
So I have to go home and
Oh.
I just made a sale to Mary.
I have to try to get on Zoom when I
Howard's eating a
I
tuna
can test it and
sandwich.
see how it works.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm eating the remainder of one.
well, my piano doesn't come over the iPhone very well, so I can't fill in for him.
Are you sitting at the piano right now?
Yeah, yeah. Cause it's a convenient place to put the iPhone. Sort of eye level.
Oh, it probably would come through.
I think the last time we tried it, it doesn't. It doesn't do very well.
Oh, that's good.
No, is it?
It's good.
It sound all right? I mean, cause,
Oh,
'cause
not as good as in person, but I could hear it.
yeah, no, I think the last time we tried it was all like, sort of half coming over and.
Well, it was pretty good for me. Well, I can't wait until we can hear Lady in Red in person.
Oh, yeah, Lady Red.
But you can, hey, if you want to play it in the intermission. You're amazing.
Wow. There's a great intermission by
I was just
none other than Barry himself.
listening to
Appreciate
some
that.
stuff about that song. It was the #1 song for a while in 1987.
Yeah,
Very polarizing. A lot of people hated it, but Princess Diana thought it was so beautiful it brought her to tears.
really? Oh. I think she was in tears a lot.
I think Dan H.
Probably.
asked about this song. Maybe we'll do one that's a little more up though. So many choices, you know, Ryan?
Your choice of 25?
There's like,
Yeah.
yeah, 25 million. A country dance was being held in a garden. You know this one, Barry? Of course he does. I felt a bump and heard an oh, beg your pardon. Suddenly I saw polka dots and moonbeams all around a pug-nosed dream. The music started, and was I the perplexed one? I held my breath and said, may I have a next one? In my frightened arms, polka dots and moonbeams sparkled on a pug-nosed dream. There were questions in the eyes of other dancers as they floated over the floor. Questions, but my heart knew all the answers, and perhaps lights and moonbeams, when I kiss a pug-nosed dream, when I kiss a pug-nosed dream. Jimmy Van Heusen and Johnny Burke, another couple of songwriting ringers. Remember that one, Barry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, that song is just comical in a way. I mean, who would think of a song now where someone talks about kissing a pug-nosed dream?
Well, if you put it to kind of a rap kind of thing, you know. Wonder if you could remake some of these, like, and just kind of hip them up a little
Is that supposed
bit.
to be like a romantic thing?
Well, I think it was.
I guess
Yeah.
you were maybe cute.
Would you go up to a woman now and say, "Oh, you're my pug-nosed dream"?
You,
What
you
would she
wouldn't-
say?
I think that would not turn out well.
Well, that was before the nose job was invented. Now everybody's got all this plastic surgery, and you know, everyone looks the same.
What happened to Mary?
Oh, she's heading to the Zoom lounge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's gonna be transmitting from the zoo location. Yeah, Dan, you're the one that hipped me to this song a few weeks ago. I thought so. Gregory Evans, how are you, Gregory? What's that 62-inch screen? Can you see my haircut on that 62-inch screen? Look at this. I've been learning to cut my own hair, Gregory Evans, in Southern California. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, somebody who's like a pro would look at it and say, what, you know, so you better go to the haircut repair shop, you know, but for a DIY, I mean, it kind of got, look at this, there's the
Pretty
part,
good, Howard, I gotta say.
there's the part. Well, thank you, Barry. Yeah,
I was wondering.
see, look at the back, even the back. I did the back myself.
It seems like every few days you post that you gave yourself a haircut.
Yeah, I do. I do it.
Did you normally get your haircut every few days, or is this like a new?
No,
thing?
just
Since you can do it, you have all the power.
exactly. Yeah, I am. I'm exercising the power just because I have it flexing my muscles. I'm
Reminds me
actually.
of Dr. Zeus, because these are here are called the Zeds. They have one hair upon their heads. Their hair grows fast, so fast they say. They need a haircut every day.
Wow. Well, yeah, it is a lot like that. I used to like Dr. Zeus, and still do. Who
I
wouldn't?
need a haircut.
Well, you should just do it yourself, Barry.
You're a surgeon.
My
It's
wife
surgery.
is doing it, but she's sort of erratic.
Just give her some animal clippers.
Yeah, I gave her my shaver that flips out and
Oh yeah.
put a comb there and
Right.
go over the comb.
Right. Yeah, those.
And you made
Those work good.
You gave us a hint. You should go vertical and horizontal, right?
Yeah. That's I think that's one of like the basic premises to like most of a haircut. It'll determine whether you get a ridge, you know, whether you get a layer or whether you get like a fade, right? So if you go horizontal and cut, you're going to wind up having, you know, you'll be able to see the difference. You'll be able to see the layer. It'll be, you know, there'll be like a line. And then if you go the other way, you could make it fade. So you grab the hair this way, like that. Grab it between your fingers like that, and then you just cut there. You can actually do it with a scissors at that point because you can feel where your fingers are. You just line up the scissors where you know your fingers are. You don't even. You're better off not looking in the mirror because it's confusing if you do. You know, for certain
So
areas.
just give yourself a haircut without looking.
There's a whole bunch of there's a whole bunch of different like parts of our head that require like kind of a different approach, you know, so you learn this like bag of tricks You know, you just take it slow. What else we got to do, right? So, you know, you learn that one. The top and the sides, it's easy because you don't have to use the clipper. You know, you could just.
You just let it grow out, Howard. You just let it grow out like I am.
Well, I could have, but I just I don't get my hair cut frequently normally. Just to answer your original question, I usually go like a few months. I mean, I could go 3 or 4 months. I have them cut it short like this, and then I let it grow out, and I just keep putting it off and stuff, and you know, till it's just like, you know, it has to get done. So it becomes like you have to run into the emergency section of the barber shop, and intensive care section.
Every 5 weeks.
5 weeks. That's
Now you go, I think,
that's not a
every
bad
4.
schedule.
I don't go to a barber shop till I go to a nice blonde girl.
I've
Well,
been getting my
yeah,
hair
you're
cut
better
for
off
the
spending
same-
your money on that than on getting your hair cut.
Well, she cuts my hair too.
Oh, I misunderstood.
I've been going to the same person for over 10 years.
Oh,
Before that, I was going to this woman for 5 or 6 years, but she went crazy, so I stopped going there.
oh, that's a good reason.
I've found, you know, I've had long relationships. I'm a loyal person, you know, to people, you know, and all kinds of my relationships are always long ones, right? Same thing with my hair stylists or barbers, whatever. Usually they're hair salons that do men and women. So there's stylists, and I'd wind up like driving like forever to go back to like an old neighborhood because I'd feel like I'd be letting them down if I, you know, they build up a relation. They're smart. It's like a piano bar, you know, almost, you know, where you wind up in a relationship with these people, and you feel loyal, you know. So you go way out of your way. You make all these appointments that are, you know, inconvenient and
You
everything.
walk in and they don't know who you are.
Yeah, I like a place where they don't. So I started, after having these bonding situations, you know, I had moved, and you know, I had to make a change for, I forget why, but I was off the hook. So I tried supercuts, where it's just really impersonal. You don't even know who you're going to get, and they have a high turnover, and you don't need an appointment. So I liked that, you know. Well,
I've had the opposite experience. I used to go to a different place all the time, and I didn't keep a regular schedule. And now that I go to the same place, and I know I'm doing it every 5 weeks, I like to go in and sit down and not have to say anything about what I want.
Yeah.
You just
Well,
go
that
and
is
sit
nice.
down, and you don't have to explain anything.
Yeah, I know, because I know what you mean, because no matter who I get at Supercuts, they ask me like arcane questions, like I'm supposed to know like what number clipper they used, right?
Mm-hmm.
On my side, it's like, well, you know, now I know, but now I know that's not even a good question. Actually, it is a good question, because they use these clipper combs that are all numbered, like they go double aught, you know, to 0 to up to, I don't know what number they go up to, 8 or something.
No.
They're you know, they're also like 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch, 3/16 and everything, but they go by these numbers. But when I just shopped out to buy a set of combs for my animal clippers that I use for my hair, they're called combs. Those are those plastic things they put over the metal cutters. And there's like 3 or 4 big major companies that make them for the barbers. And I bought one of the companies, and they're not expensive, because they're just plastic, but They do not have like a standard. Like their double aught or their number 3 is not the same as the others, right? So if you went into a strange barber shop and said, "Give me a number 3 up the side," it wouldn't necessarily be this. They wouldn't necessarily have the same brand and standard of that. But apparently at Supercuts, maybe they've standardized among the various people that work there where they all buy the same. Because they'd ask me like, "What number side clipper do?" I could never remember. So can you put it on my permanent file or something? You know, like
Do you ever get
number
the same
3.
person twice?
I have, and I've actually, like, if I like somebody, I'd ask them for their card and remember their name, and then I would check on the app to see if they're working, and I would ask
Oh,
for
they have
them.
an app.
Yeah, the app is what makes it really cool, because now I'm right around the corner from them too. My shop literally is a block away, without any even major intersections to cross. They're over in Marshall's Plaza, right? So I can get on the app on my computer and say, "Oh, great, I'll go right now," you know, and you get an instant appointment, and I'm there in like 2 minutes. But I'll probably never go again, because I don't think my hair's ever, get long again. I can just keep
You've
cutting
got
it.
it figured out.
I do, and it's like anything else. It's like tuning your car up or something. You acquire an interest in it once you learn a certain amount about a certain craft, right? They're all interesting. Everything's one big subject, really. Everything in the universe, if you expand each one enough, So cutting hair, it's like, it's kind of cool. Now it makes sense, and you could control it.
Well, you are literally the jack of all trades anyway, so why not the hair?
Well, that's true. That's true. I do like to try to do everything myself if I can, and I happen to have the equipment because my uncle, left me his old clippers that we used to use on him, and I looked at them, beautiful old. They're probably valuable because now they make like remakes of it because the barbers think they're so cool, so they try to make it look like it's really made out of Bakelite and everything, but they're cheaper. This has like I read up on it. This thing has the motor where it goes real slow but has a lot of power. And the new ones, they have to gear them up because the motors aren't as powerful.
It has that burning smell.
It has that smell of like an old Lionel train when you turn it on. Yeah, that ozone or whatever it is. That's fun to use it. It's got a really long cord. Very flexible for an old cord. It's a beautiful piece of equipment. It's made by Oster, O-S-T-E-R.
That's what happened when I took Zach to hairdoers to get his hair cut one time.
Yeah, Betty wants to Zoom. You go to ZoomPianoBar. It's on the screen in yellow there, ZoomPianoBar.com, and then you could get your admission. We have a half hour left, so there's plenty of time. That'll be great. We got to get Betty up there. She'll be good for business.
My phone's gonna die.
See, if it was
Giving me bad messages here.
if it was a bag phone, it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I know. Actually, it didn't have a bag, but it was all like had a handle and an antenna that stuck out the top.
We're gonna start making phones that look like that again.
That'd be great. That's a great idea, Ryan.
Well, they
Let's do it.
resurrected the razor, which I love that razor.
It seems like phones now are worse at making phone calls than they ever were.
No,
The cell phone.
I hadn't noticed. They're very good at robocalls.
If I
You're gonna get a charge.
loved you time and again, I would try to say all I Betty, are you finding your way on all right? Afraid and shy, I'd wet my golden chances. Pass me by. Soon leave me. Off you would go in the mist of day. Never, never to if I love you, Barbara O'Neill's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. How are you, Barbara? You look great. Nice and relaxed. Because the courts are closed. Are the courts all closed? They must be. This microphone's falling over. Songs in this book we haven't hit in a long time. What's the weather going to be this weekend? Maybe
Yeah.
should have
Snow
saved
over our fields.
those leftover dreams.
Well, it's not that unusual.
No.
Funny, but here's that rainy day.
Usually just a trace.
Yeah.
Here's that rainy day. They told me about.
Cincinnati. My memory fails me.
They laughed at the thoughts that it might turn out this way. Where is that worn out wish that I threw aside after I brought my lover near? Funny how love became a cold, cold rainy day. Funny that rainy day's here.
Yeah. Only well. Yeah, I don't think Mother's gonna get much of this weekend. Well, as long as she takes the garbage out, I'll be happy.
Worn out wish that I threw aside
Yeah.
after I brought my lover near. Funny how love became Jimmy Van
Oh, you
Heusen,
like that?
Johnny
Yeah.
Burke.
Kind of made that into a happy song.
Well, you know, I'm in a good mood. I thrive in chaos, I guess.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be a nice one. I don't know if I have it. It's in my head now, thanks to Dan. I don't remember seeing that. I'll have to grab that one during the week. Don't you hate it when you get a song in your head and then it's like, man. There it is. Let's see if it's in here. You gotta remember to look that one up.
Oh, the garden in the rain again.
This is Dan H's song.
Yeah.
It's his theme song.
The garden in the snow.
It was just a garden in the rain, close to the little leafy lane. A touch of color 'neath skies of gray. The raindrops kiss the flower beds. The blossoms raised their thirsty heads. A perfume thank you they seem to say. Surely there was charm beyond compare to you. Maybe it was just that I was there with you. 'Twas just the garden in the rain. But then the sun came out again and sent us happily on our way. Christine's singing this to Dan right now. When he's out pulling weeds. Beautiful song.
Yeah, love that.
Pretty song.
Did I miss anything?
No, no, the garden.
You didn't miss a thing. Thank you, Celine Dion.
Are we thinking something about
She was just here.
Oh.
Marvin Hamlish used that line. We were at the VPO, and he's doing a pop show, and somebody walked in the back, you know, kind of in the middle of the show, and he goes, he had a good sense of humor, you know. He goes, "Oh, don't worry, you know, come on, sit down. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. You got here just in time." Then he goes, "Thank you, Celine Dion." Place went nuts. It's funny because you had to be there. He was a funny guy. He had a great sense of humor. I'd love to get you on a slow boat to China, all to myself, alone. Get you and keep you in my arms evermore. Leave all your lovers weeping on the faraway shore. I'm on a briny with a moon big and shiny, melting your heart of stone. I'd like to get you on a slow boat to China, all to myself, alone. How'd you like to be on a slow boat to China right now? The slower the better, right?
From China.
Yeah, I've got a tablet computer on a slow boat from China right now. Costs $13.99 with shipping all the way from China. $13.99 for an Android tablet.
The French found a case of COVID from December 19th.
Wow.
It's one of the
No,
or one of the.
it was around long before it was around.
We're not allowed to talk about COVID.
Oh, that's right.
We can talk about the fun parts of it. No, it's not about everyone, you know, dying and being sick. I mean, we do that the rest of the time. You know why?
What are the fun parts of it?
Scarf Lady is kind of fun.
We get to do this.
Yeah, right.
You know why? Because that's life. That's what the people say. Ooh, yeah. You're riding high in April, in lockdown in May. I know I'm gonna change that too. When we're back on top in June of 2030. Oh yeah, that's life. Funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stepping on dreams, but I don't let it get me down. On account of this old world, oh yeah, keeps going round. I've been a puppet, a pauper, pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down, over and out, and I know one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I just pick myself up and I get back in that race. So yeah, that's life. That's how it works. I can't deny it. I thought of quitting. Hell no, my heart just ain't buying it. Didn't think it was worth a try. I'd roll myself up in a big ball and I'd die. Oh yeah.
H.
The man understands life. Right, Andrew?
There has to be a reason why they're cheap.
It's terrifying.
What we want to know is, can you get us what is it? HCQ?
HCQ?
Hydrochloroquine?
Oh,
I'd like to have some in my pocket just in case it works. Barry's going to write us all scripts here on Lounge Academy.
I think that other stuff is more promising now.
I hope so.
Encyclopedia or whatever they call it.
Yeah, that stuff is hard.
Yeah.
Recidivism. This can't be love because I feel so well. No sobs, no sorrows, no sighs. This can't be love because I get no dizzy spell. My head is up in the sky. My heart does not stand still just to hear a beat. This is too sweet to be loved. This can't be love because I feel so well. But I love the look in your eye. Rogers and Hart. Well, the Rogers, thank you, Barry. Rogers and Hart wrote all their songs in really small type.
Yeah, they need that publicity.
They do. That's good, though. Keeps us on our toes. You're watching Lounge Academy.
This is
We have 11 minutes.
a different experience not being thrown out several times.
It is a lot smoother not getting porno Zoom bombed so far.
Yeah. So are we going to have the 11 o'clock end point for the show?
Well, I got a feeling we probably are, right? Since you're bringing that up.
Well, it was kind of funny before because after a certain point we just let Zoom kick us out for the last time.
Oh yeah, we could stay on like forever, for a month.
Yeah. Well, I do have to get my beauty sleep, so.
All right, well 11 will be a good. That's the official time.
It's 10:50.
10:50.
You're not allowed to leave until the show ends.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that comes with the price for the ticket.
that's right.
You're gonna get your
You
money.
got to get your money's worth, Barry.
Oh. I think I paid a couple times tonight, so I don't know what's
Grace?
going
We try to rig it to where people accidentally pay more than once. We make money on the breakage. Right? It's one of those business
Yeah,
models.
I think, I don't know, maybe it happened with the email address or something. Typos and you got fat fingers and your vision is bad.
Did you use your phone today?
Ladies and gentlemen, here's a Matt Dennis song.
Yes.
Matt Dennis wrote some beautiful music, and the words are by Tom Adair.
Pay for it. It should give you a link right on there. But you gotta
I brought you violets for your
I didn't
first,
get I don't know, the first time
and
I
it
did
was
that,
spring for a while. Remember, I brought you violets for your
I tried
first,
it on Visa card.
and it was April in December.
The second link you sent.
Snow was drifting down the flowers and melting where
I didn't have to take that out.
on a summer day.
Right. Well,
I brought you violets for your furs,
look at it this way.
and there was blue in the wintry sky. You planned violets for your furs and gave a lift to the crowds passing by. You smiled at me so sweetly. Since then one thought occurred, that we fell in love completely the day that I bought you violets for your furs. Matt Dennis song.
A couple weeks ago,
He was a great,
Well, some nights in the Lounge Academy.
great lounge
live,
pianist
I mean,
who wrote that
a
song.
lot of people don't
Played
come
and
in.
sang.
It's kind of thin.
I think we did pretty well tonight.
He was great. He was wonderful. He was also a
Yeah.
musical director for some TV shows and things too. But he loved to be behind the piano and just playing and singing, often his own songs. He made a cameo appearance
No, that's good.
in a little
Yeah,
black
that
and
was-
white movie that I saw. It was called The Bigamist. There's a movie called The Bigamist, and there's one song in The Bigamist. There's only one song in The Bigamist.
No, I don't know. I didn't see
And
that.
he has a cameo appearance where he's playing his song. He wrote it. And
It's gotta be like 5 o'clock in the morning there.
the
Yeah.
stars, the cheaters, were dancing in a dark lounge, so it was very, very effective. And he could not have been more convincing because he was really doing what he did best. Playing and singing at the piano.
Interesting that you can kind of call all around the world and do it on Wi-Fi and that doesn't cost you anything.
It's insane.
Yeah, remember?
It only costs us our souls.
No. If you called your girlfriend with college, it would, you know, your parents would be saying, what the hell are you doing that for?
Pack up all your cares and woe.
Okay, by the way.
Here I go, singing low. Bye, 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 blackbird. Where somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is she. Bye, bye, blackbird. No one here can love and understand me. What hard luck stories they all hand me. Make my bed, light the lights. I'll arrive late tonight. Blackbird, bye bye.
Something we all need to know about how to do it. So, I can't say that was all that
No one here can love and understand me. Ooh, what hard luck stories they all hand me. Make my bed and light the lights. I'll be arriving late tonight. Blackbird, blackbird, bye bye. See you later. Bye bye, blackbird. nice.
Hopefully, too big.
Mort Dixon and Ray Henderson.
You could put a spiked vest on a cap.
Yeah, I know. Corona.
It's impossible. Tell the sun to leave the sky.
Little whiskey get to me there.
Just impossible. Careful on your drive home. It's impossible.
Just have to make it up the stairs.
Ask a baby not to cry.
I'll do it carefully.
It's just impossible.
Move everything carefully.
Can I hold you closer to me and not feel you going through me? Now the seconds that I never think of you, how impossible. And the ocean keep from rushing to the shore, just impossible. If I had you, could I ever ask for more? It's just impossible. And tomorrow, if you ask me for the world, somehow I'd get it. I would sell my very gold and not regret it. For to live without your love is just impossible. Impossible. Barbara Fisher, it's impossible. Thank you, Ryan, president of WBIG
Hanging in there.
TV. Well, gosh, I guess it's 11 o'clock.
It's 11 on the dot.
Oh,
I see Alex Leonard is in the room.
Yes.
That was great. That was exciting when he came here. Made us, kind of made the academy kind of like legit, a legitimate academy ever since.
That was an amazing night.
It was. I'd like to thank everybody for making tonight such a blast. All
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
the streamers and
now we should have Richie playing the national anthem.
we should, but
He
he's
probably bowed out a while ago.
yeah, he apparently, he's not that patriotic to be here to do the thing. Yeah, I think he's in Russia right now. He's watching RTV.
WBIG.RU.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank all the people that, well, it's 11 o'clock, Dan. It's when the train's running, but you want to stick around? You gonna zoom on and stick around? I don't know how much later I'm going to stay.
I'm going to zoom
Probably
up
not
to
at
that.
all. Everybody's.
Well, good luck. Have a
Yes.
safe trip.
Yeah, I know. So,
Thank you very much, Barry. Appreciate it. Thanks for spending.
lovely evening.
The evening
Thank
with
you
us.
very much.
It's been great. You made the show look great.
All right. See you next
All right.
week.
Good.
next
Good.
week.
See you next week. Same place, same time,
Okay.
same tuxedo.
No, I think I'll buy a new one.
Buy a new one? Yeah. Hey, why not?
Would you like the old one?
Yeah. That'd be great.
You gotta get one. You gotta get one.
Buy a new one. I'll take your old one. I like that idea. I'll get it tailored.
All right. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I don't know how to turn it off.
Well, I
Want me to
guess
boot you
because
out?
you're on here
I
here
can
permanently.
do it. I should be able to do it.
Oh, there he goes. He found the button.
So this is it.
Well, this is it. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks. We'll be back here. I think the Zoom was a big success tonight.
Yeah,
The
we
latest.
had a very successful night.
We did. The technology worked amazingly well.
For most people.
Well, that's the user interface, but I mean nothing broke. You know, the technology itself, the human factor has to be
Yeah.
just
Well,
massaged
we've
a little
had
bit.
at least some people who got in with no assistance, so we know it works.
We know it works. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Well, you know, once everybody will be repeat offenders. You know, so once they've used it once, it's easy. You know, so as we all get accustomed to the new stay-at-home world that we find ourselves in, and we drape ourselves in the appropriate technologies. Gregory Evans, say good night, Dick. Good night, Dick.
Good night, Dick.
Thank you, Dan. You've been great. Wonderful hanging with you. Say good night to Christine for me. Say hi and good night. And thank you, Barbara Fisher, and everybody, and Andrew H., and the McLundys, and Janice Schlau, and on and on and on with all the great cadets. And we'll, same place, same time next week. Everybody stay healthy. Here goes the finger. Bill Jenkins. Thank you, Bill Jenkins. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging with us. Appreciate everything you do for us. And say hi to everybody on the island for us. Here we go, Ryan.
Okay.
Now, this is going to kill the stream, but it's not going to kill the Zoom. Watch. Bye, everybody.
Bye.